एवढं
Good morning, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
So, you please get ready for the prayer. Sit comfortably in your chair, keeping your back erect. Can all of you hear me here online?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Gently drop your eyelids, all of you. No need to join your hands. Keep them down. Gently drop your eyelids. Observe your breathing for some time. Till all of the others are settling down. Prepare yourself for chanting of Om. For chanting of Om, take a deep inhalation and start. Om. Om. Tsaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi yo na prachodayat. Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Sah Veeryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Remain in that position for a few moments to enjoy the vibrations that use the chanting of Om and the prayer. Now, be aware of your breathing. Then, bring back your awareness to your body, gently open your eyes, and be relaxed. Over to you.
Thank you for the wonderful rendition, Neela ma'am. The next, we will have our respected Durgadas Saral sir to welcome and talk to us a little bit about Yoga Bhavan. So before that, let me give a short introduction of Saral sir. Saral sir is the Vice Chairman of YVN. He is the organizer of Vashi Global YTTC and the coordinator of all 8 YNTCs. I request Saral sir, please.
Namaste. Good morning and a warm welcome to all the participants of 49th YTTC, Mahim, Washi, and global online friends joining online, of course. So also 26th YNTC, Mahim, Washi, and global, again, who are joining online. So a brief statistics as on today. This year we have 55 participants around at Mahim, 80 participants at Washi, and 17 participants global YTTC 49th. Similarly, in 26 YNTC, we have got 10 for Mahim, 26 in Washi, and 20 at global online. As I said, a warm welcome in this Yoga Bhavan. So our Dadar friends, especially YTT friends, had second time they are visiting here. It was Kritanyata Din last month. So the structure Yoga Bhavan, let us know a little about that. In 1974, as you know, late Yogachar Padma Shri Sadashiv Nimbalkar Guruji founded Yoga Vidyaniketan with few of colleagues. And the very third year, rather the same year, summer course was started. And the third year, right from 1977, the teachers training course was started. So 77, 78 was the first YTTC, and that's why this one, 25, 26, 2025, 26 is the 49th YTTC. In 1980, in fact, prior to that, in 1977, 78, the first YTTC, one of the participants of that was then treasurer, Sri Mukund Bedekar, who had been a trustee for a pretty long time, and now also he is a committee member. You got introduced to him actually last time, yeah, during book publication. So he was working as a engineer in BPT, that is Bombay Port Trust, and there he conducted summer course. Summer course is a part of YTTC, as you know, and one person, Dinkar Kausadikar, who was working as a PRO, public relation officer at BPT, he was participant of that summer course. Later on, he got transferred to SIDCO as a social officer, social service officer. And then he contacted Bedekar sir that SIDCO is very new at that time. I am talking about around 1980, that under social service scheme, some plots are available at Washi, and yours is the right organization to claim for it. So whatever number of plots you want to take. Then it was discussed in managing committee whether encroachment will be there, because it was just khadi, what you call creek, up to knee. Water was here, mud was here, this place where we are sitting now. But ultimately it was decided, one couple, because all of our activists, including Guruji, were staying in Mumbai, and Navi Mumbai was looking too away those days, undeveloped. So who will take care, and some encroaching would happen. So then one couple was staying here. Mr. that is late Captain Vijay Chitnis and late Mrs. Jayashree Chitnis. He was army man, of course, when I say captain, and he was working as a security officer in Rochelle Pharmaceutical here near Turbe MIDC. He was staying here. And he said, I am staying at Washi, and don't worry, I will take care of. Chittis madam had done her YTTC in third YTTC, and Captain Vijay Chittis fourth YTTC. So they said, we will take care. And then it was ultimately decided, okay, let us go for. So under social service scheme at a very low price, you can't even imagine, 60 rupees per meter. For 60 meter, 60 rupees per meter, this plot was offered to Yoga Vidyaniketan. It is a 1000 square meter plot. So cost comes to 60,000. But even that amount was very, very big amount for Yoga Vidyaniketan's activists. It took us 5 years to collect that amount and pay to SIDCO and get the possession of the plot. And SIDCO has got a rule, within 6 months, the plan should be passed. Within next 2 years, the construction will be completed. So just to purchase plot, it was so difficult. It took 5 years, and then construction is a long way. So only that corner, 1/10, that is 100 square meter area, a shed was built, given the name Swami Koyalananda Savagra. Swami Koyalananda is Guruji of Nimbarkar Guruji, as you know. And the summer course, 1986 May summer course was conducted there for the first time. So far, Yoga Bhavan is concerned. And 2 batches were started there. And then we have to wait till donation comes. And in 1991, we decided we will go for 1+2 half this side where we are sitting. The foundation stone was laid down by then sitting MLA here, Sri Ganesh Naik ji. And in 94, it was ready. First floor, second floor. And the classes were shifted here. So the naturopathy center was started in that particular shed. And then in 1996, continuously for 4 years, we conducted residential yoga teachers training course, 1 month. Residential means they are here only. So within 1 month, whatever you are completing portion in say 9 months or so, so they have to complete within 1 month. So people from different districts, even from, it was in Marathi, so obviously the Gujarat and Karnataka, Belgaum, etc., where Marathi people are there, they got opportunity to join. And then in 1988, because in 1977, the summer course was started at Dadar. And in 1998-99, it was 22nd YTTC, second branch was started at Yoga Bhavan because our structure was there. And then in 2002, foundation stone was laid down for the other half, front side. Again, first floor, second floor, at the hand of then Central Petroleum Minister, Sri Ram Naik ji, who became later on the governor of Uttar Pradesh, as you know. Last year we felicited him, of course, for getting Padma Shri also. And then by 2004 it was ready. It was inaugurated by Justice Dharmadhikari, and prior to that, the first 2 it was inaugurated in 1994 at the hand of Advocate Dhage from Buldhana, very close friend of Guruji. And then in 2006, the statue of Swami Koyalananda was installed. The government of Maharashtra declared that for the educational institute, additional FSI will be available, 2.5 total. And then Yoga Vidyaniketan was already recognized as a special institute of, education because not recognized, but we are given the recognition to Guruji's 4 graded course plus one more preliminary course. And we are also recognized to train the teachers to teach that graded course. So with that, Nimbalkar madam was very, very dashing for that purpose. Going to different offices and getting the work done from the government offices is very difficult. But that much patience, Nimbalkar Guruji was not having that mentality or that patience. But Nimbalkar madam was very dashing and she got it done. She got the recognition for Yoga Vidyanika. There is a special institute of education, and obviously we got that 2.5 FSI. And then, and the many generous people who were donating, and with the help of the donation, we happened to construct the 3rd floor. It's a big hall, entire area there, 2 halls connected. And then in 2008, the 4th floor, that much only FSI was remaining, a flat was constructed wherein Guruji and Guruma stayed. Guruma passed away in 2019 and Guruji in 2021. Till that, they were staying there. It is named after the great urologist, Dr. Papat. And then in 2022, this just opposite to Swamiji's statue, his disciple, that is Nimbalkar Guruji's statue was installed. Almost from morning to evening, some 7-8 classes, batches are going on here. And some around 350 to 400 people are, registered for those classes. In 2020, because of the pandemic, we happened to start global YTTC as well as YNTC. So this was the brief introduction or information about this Yoga Bhavan. Once again, welcome you all for the Kriya demonstration today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for taking us through the wonderful journey that how we started initially. Next, today we are here to know about what Shuddhi Kriyas, no? So there has to be somebody who tells us what is Kriya. So I'm going to invite Vedavati Tuldapurkar madam. She is a very senior teacher in YVN. She's done her 15th YTTC and she's been with YVN as a teacher for 34 years. She's also conducted several workshops and demonstrated with our Guruji Nimbalkarji. So welcome, Vedavati ma'am.
Thank you, Smitaji. Very good morning to all of you once again. We all are gathered here to see and observe the demonstrations of yogic Shuddhi Kriya. An area of yoga not much known or practiced is yogic Kriyas. Because all know about asana, pranayam, mudra, but yogic Kriya is a neglected part of yoga. But this is our USP because we demonstrate, teach, and conduct workshops also of yogic Shuddhi Kriyas. Traditional yogic Shuddhi Kriyas have been developed by the Hatha Yogis for the internal cleansing of the different body parts and body systems and making them more efficient. Even in today's world, these kriyas are found to be very effective in removing the ill effects of modern day pollutions of various kinds. Our body contains a number of cavities and ducts which get accumulated and congested of some bad water or odorous secretions, dust particles, or even impure air. So this affects the proper functioning of our body. And these Shuddhi Kriyas purify the body by eliminating body toxins accumulated in the several cavities, tube-like structures, passages, and bag-like organs existing in our body. So the shloka in Hatha Pradipika says, Shatakarma Nirgat Sthaulya, Kapadosha Maladikaha, Pranayamam Tata Kurya, Anayasena Siddhyati, which means practice of Shuddhi Kriyas eliminates obesity, destroys kapha, and gets rid of other toxins from the body, making a person healthy. And thus, if a pranayam is practiced after the kriyas, it can be mastered easily and effortlessly as our body is pure and without any toxins. Our body is made up of 5 natural basic elements, that is Prithvi, Apa, Teja, Vayu, and Akash. And these very 5 natural elements are used while cleansing our body in Shuddhi Kriyas also. Our body is also composed of 3 doshas named as Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. These 3 doshas need to remain balanced in our body for maintaining sound health. There can be number of external or internal fluctuations that can lead to imbalance between these doshas. Accumulated waste and harmful toxins are some of the major causes of imbalance. These 3 doshas are balanced by the practice of Shuddhi Kriyas, and a balanced proportion of the doshas facilitates proper body functioning. So they are not totally eliminated, but we need a proper balanced kapha vata pitta, that is 3 dosha in our body. So excess is removed by the kriyas. 6 main Shuddhi Kriyas or while asanas are said to be innumerable, Shuddhi Kriyas can be classified in 6 broad groups, which are further subdivided into 25 to 30 subcategories. So total, you will be observing today about 25 Kriyas, but out of those, only some part will be taught in the PPC curriculum. Okay. So these Shuddhi Kriyas are practiced for ultimate purification of the entire body and mind also, because when your physique is good, then your mind is also calm and quiet. 6 main Shuddhi Kriyas or Shata Kriyas are Bhauti, Basti, Neti, Tratak, Noli, and Kapalabhati, and then they are subdivided into some categories. These kriyas are named after their respective effects on the peculiar area they clean. So Dhauti Kriya is considered as principal Kriya. It cleans and purifies the area from the mouth to the anus. This Kriya focuses on the cleansing of the digestive organs. So when your gut is without any disease and clean, then your entire health depends on that. So you become healthy. Basti Kriya improves the all-round health of the large intestine and the bowels. Neti Kriya purifies the nasal passage and our nostrils. Tratak Kriya cleanses and strengthens the eyes. This Kriya promotes the good eyesight and our focus. Nauli is for the purification and toning of the abdomen at its internal organs, cleansed by the massaging, and abdominal muscles become strengthened. Kapalbhati cleans the sinus cavities, improve the health of the organs located in the abdominal cavity, and makes the diaphragm efficient. All these kriyas are very beneficial for the rapid cleansing of the body internally, their effects and benefits are experienced almost instantly. So, excess cough or vata pitta problems can be eliminated by the Kriya Abhyas. It is always seen that we are more concerned with our outer appearance and not much aware of the parts of our body and the various functioning of performed by them till they start giving some trouble. So is it our outer appearance more important than its functioning? Of course not, because internal organs also should be healthy and clean. So now let us these broadly classified 6 groups one by one to improve your physical and mental health. Observe these kriyas very carefully and practice them following proper techniques without any fear in your mind. Because you have to follow proper techniques. So, Jalanetic of you should hold in a particular manner. Even for your rubber neti, you have to insert it in the nostrils when you inhale properly. Even for danda, you have to put it in the food pipe by swallowing action. So all these peculiar techniques you have to understand perfectly and carefully. So watch the kriyas very carefully. So the ones I would like to narrate one story when what our Nimbarkar Guruji used to tell us every time when we are watching kriyas. So for the medical students need to observe all the operations and procedures of medicine very minutely and carefully while learning. Once a doctor wanted to test the students' observing capacity. So he hold a bowl containing the feces, that is the solid waste we take out from the bowels. So in a bowl, he put the feces in the bowl and then he put his hand and licked it and told every student to come one by one and put their finger and taste it. So one by one, all the students came and did that, and it was obnoxious. Definitely, it was unpleasant to taste the feces of the man. So the doctor said that you have all failed in observation, in observing the procedures. Why? Because what he had did, he had put his index finger in the bowl and licked his middle finger. So that everyone missed. But you have to observe such minutely. So I request you all the best for your kriyas and for your entire year. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Vedavati ma'am. And through this wonderful anecdote, you understood what you have to do today. And that is how we learn something new. Okay. So after understanding, there are so many kriyas, names different. They might be new to you also. Some of you might be knowing, some of you might not. So today we are going to first start with the Neti kriyas. And for that, we have our senior teacher, Manjushri Deshpande madam, who I'm going to talk a little bit about. She has done her BA and she has been with us in YTTC. The first YTTC in Vashi 1998 she attended. After that, she did a Swadhyaya in Anchapati course. And then she has been with YVN for the last 25 years. Some of you must have also come to know that she has got the Lifetime Achievement Award this year from YVN. So one of my gurus, so I'm going to invite Manjushri Deshpande madam.
Suprabhat and very good morning to all of you. I can see faces smiling, okay. So tighten your seat belt and get ready to observe. Vedavati ma'am has nicely explained the importance of kriyas and make it sure that these kriyas are very useful for your health. See that point of view. And now, as Savan sir always say, we don't say directly ki this activity to you, you do it. Always in YTTC, we teachers demonstrate first and then ask you to perform it or do it. So same is applicable to Kriya. So now we will start our first demonstration of Kriya. So friends, as all of us know, nose is the entrance of for air and it is a terminus for all the some nerves like optic nerves, olfactory nerve, auditory nerves, endings are there. Now, breathing is closely connected with each and every activity of our body and mind. So it is very important to clean that breathing passage and make it clear for breathing. So for that, in yogic science, they have mentioned many methods, few methods I would rather say, to clean our nasal passage and cavities and all. So they are like Kapalabhati, Sitkram, Vyutkram, and Niti. So today we are going to see first demonstrations under the heading of Niti. First, let us see the meaning of that word Niti. Niti means to clean the nose or to clean the nasal passage. So let us see the first demonstration of now Niti under Niti we are going to clean with water and with friction. So when we are cleaning our nasal passage with water, it is called Jalaneti. And when we are cleaning it with friction, it is called rubber neti, Vesan neti, that we will see. So first we are going to see the demonstrations of Jalaneti. And as name suggests, water is the medium. So I would like to request demonstrators on stage. Now they have in their hand a Jalaneti cup, which is designed by Yoga Vidya Niketan. And now they will pour saline water into that Jalaneti cup, which contains salt and little bit it is warm. So that salt in water helps to dislodge mucus and all other impurities from our nasal passage very effectively. So what they will do? They will first fill up the neti cup with water and they will just hold it. Now, taking the position with legs apart, they will insert the spout of the cup into their right nostril. They will tilt little bit forward as you can see, and they will slowly start tilting that neti cup so that the water will flow through from right nostril to the left nostril. They are breathing through nose only, and while the water travels, it carries with him all the dirt, dust, and mucus, jo extra hair. And now it cleans that breach, okay, which joins both the nostrils. Now they will start pouring it. Now our sinuses have cavities, isn't it, in front of forehead and eyebrows. So water flows through their sinuses also, it cleans that bridge also. Now they have finished with one side, they will pour water again, saline water, and they will fix the spout in left nostril and water will come from right nostril. If water touches the olfactory nerve, then you may get little bit pain. In that situation, you have to increase a little bit amount of salt and reduce the tilt of the neck. So you can see how nicely and how easily they are performing this kriya, demonstrating this kriya. Now it goes, when it passes through one nostril to other, it just activate the nerve endings, as I said, optic nerve endings, optic nerve, olfactory nerve, auditory nerve, and they all become more functional. So it is not just the cleansing process of nose. It is with practicing of this kriya, your ENT, this kriya is for ENT, your ear, nose, throat, eyes, you know, all. Now they have finished with both the nostrils. Now what happens, as I said, when water flows through nostril, it may trap into our sinuses, forehead and eyebrows. So it is mandatory to take out that water. So there are, for that, there are some kriyas, that is after kriya practices, we say. So they are, that is Uddiyana Bandha, Marjarasan, A, B, Kapalabhati, Hastapadasana at 90-degree bend. So they will take that position and will go into final position and will give expulsions. So Nipa ma'am, she has bent 90-degree and is giving expulsions like Shivasana Marga Shuddhi. Uh, Rumas ma'am is doing Hasta Padasana and giving expulsions. Sneha ma'am is doing Marjarasan A and B, and with that, in that she is giving expulsions. And Medha ma'am is doing Uttiyana Bandha. It is a negative pressure, so that water in the sinuses cavity will suck in. Agar kuch reh bhi gaya hai to. And now Mistry sir is practicing Kapalabhati. So, in Kapalabhati, the air passes through all the sinuses and take out dirt and dust and whatever the impurities there. So he is practicing that Kapalabhati. So make it sure that practicing all these 5 kriyas, water is not remaining in the sinuses, otherwise you will have headache. Thanks all the demonstrators for wonderful demonstrations of Jala Neti Kriya. So as I said, in Jala Neti Kriya, the cleansing is of with water of that bridge which joins 2 nostrils. Now let us see cleaning with friction, rubber neti. That is, in this kriya, they are using rubber catheter, which is very soft, very safe to insert into your nose. Now they will start inserting that rubber catheter's one end into their nostril, and they will take out from the throat. After inserting, they will just have that sensation here, coughing sensation in the throat, and now they will, using with pointer, index finger and middle finger, they will take out that end, and now they will slowly massage in a very nice way to their inner mucous membrane, so that water se bhi kuch reh gaya hai, yeah, so they will now just clean that with friction. It is very safe, and the rubber catheter is very soft. Now slowly they will take out from mouth. They are breathing normally. Breathing is normal with nose. Now in Jala Neti, they were breathing through their mouth. Now here they are breathing normally with nose. Now they will wash, and they will slowly insert with other nostril into left nostril. They will insert the tapering end. There are 2 ends. One is hollow end and the other is tapering end. So they will insert that tapering end to left nostril, and when it will come into the throat, they will take out. They will repeat the procedure. That this rubber neti, it improves resistance. It improves breathing also. When all your impurities you will get rid of, then your breathing is improved. Then many problems of sensory organs, that is ear, nose, throat, tongue, eye, are kept away, and they are very nicely doing. So they will take out the catheter from mouth. Thanks all. Now friends, अभी तो ये इस जमाने की बात हो गई when rubber has invented. But what about the ancient time when rubber was not invented? So this neti was done by sutra. Sutra means that is a cotton cloth which tightly twisted and make cord of that. And now Savan sir is demonstrating the same procedure with sutra. They are the sutra is not that much soft, isn't it? It is little bit hard, and you have to be very careful while massaging the mucous membrane, because if you will massage it little bit hard or fast, there is a क्या बोलते हैं उसको ब्लड निकलने का थोड़ा सा ये होता है. So you have to be very careful. Now, while before doing sutra neti, the end which we are going to insert, you have to apply that castor oil or any wax. Okay, thank you. Wax, so that it will be easy to insert into the nostril. Secondly, to the previous night, please 2 to 4 drops of oil or ghee you should apply to your inside nostril, so that it will act as a lubricant. And if you practice jalaneti before this, so that jalaneti से वो जो mucus और ये सब है dirt, so loosen, it will loosen, so it will not be much क्या बोलते हैं rubbing. With little rubbing you can purify the clear your nose. Thank you, Savan sir. Now friends, in rubber neti, we clean the passage from nose to throat. However, the tiny part of the passage which is across and joins the 2 upright nostrils, jalaneti से जो गया था, jalaneti में पानी जो गया था, so that part, that bridge, we have to clean. It is neglected in rubber neti. So for that it is Vesan neti. In Vesan neti, Vesan means मराठी मध्ये जो बैलाला वेसण घालतात दोन्ही नाकातून येते बाहेर. So the same act they will be doing here. Here, what they will do, they will insert both the ends simultaneously into both the nostrils, and they will take out when it will reach up to the throat. They will take out both the ends simultaneously. Now, as I said, there is one tapering end and then one hollow end. Now, what they will do after taking out both the ends, you can see Sneha ma'am, they will lock the tapering end into the hollow end. Okay? And now they will just pull out the rubber catheter from nose. And after now rotate that catheter and you just निकाल दो उसका जो ये रहेगा locking. And now it is Vesan like, so that bridge, now you massage it very nicely, so that bridge is getting clean, and their mouth is closed, they are breathing through nose only, and how nicely they are doing it with very smiling faces. I am sure all of you will be learning and practicing with the smiling faces. Yeah, slowly they will take out with by right side. Thanks all the demonstrators. Now this is all about the neti kriya, cleansing of nasal passage with water, with friction, And I'm sure आपका नेति क्रिया का डर जो था मन में वो गया होगा after watching some all teachers demonstrations, and all the best for learning and for the whole year for YTTC. Thank you. नहीं, it is normal breathing. When you are inserting, breathing is going on. That is not a problem. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for patiently listening. अरे ये डर जाने के लिए है, बढ़ने के लिए नहीं है डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन. Yeah, you will able to do it, I'm sure.
ये देखकर जिनको डर लग रहा है उनको एक ही चीज, डर के आगे ही जीत है ना? In life we have all learned that so many times. So once more we are going to prove it. There is nothing to be scared of. I can see n number of expressions on all the faces. Somebody was doing this, somebody was like, "We kya ho raha hai?" Nothing. Next year you will be demonstrating. So don't worry. Okay. So, and we see this every year. So nothing to worry about. Thank you very much, Manjushri ma'am, for very easily demonstrating with your demonstrators, showing us how so many different kinds of netis are practiced. Thank you to all the demonstrators of Neti Kriyas. So moving on to the next one, we are going in for Tratak, which is for the eyes. So we have another senior teacher coming in, Neela Bhatia ma'am. Neela Bhatia ma'am is going to demonstrate us how Tratak is practiced. Just watch, learn. जो देख के लर्न कर सकते हैं वो अभी करेंगे, बाकी सिखाना आपको एक और बार करेंगे. So don't worry, we will be taught everything in detail. Holding your breath is not there, so don't worry. Okay. Come on, ma'am, please come in. Yeah.
Thank you, Smita ma'am. So friends, Neti is over. I hope you're not apprehensive about how we are going to do these kriyas. Everything will be taught to you. Our teachers are expert and they will teach you in the right way. The next one of the Shatkarmas is Trataka. Trataka is a Sanskrit word which means to gaze, ekagra drishti. Trataka Kriya involves focused, steady gazing at an object till eyes start watering. This action of eyes start watering means tears are formed in the eyes. Tears forming in the eyes clean the eyes, and it is said that many defects of the eyes are eliminated. Therefore, Tratak is also called Netra Dosha Vimocha. Tears are a natural byproduct of the focused, steady gazing as eyes try to lubricate and protect themselves. It is in no way a sign of distress, but rather a part of the process as eyes adjust to the prolonged gaze. Tratak is divided into two types, the Samit Tratak or the near gazing and Sudur Tratak, that is a distant gazing. We will see the demonstration of Samit Tratak here. You can see that our demonstrators are sitting with three different objects for the Tratak Kriya. Medha is sitting in front of a prominent dot. Nipa is sitting in front of a candle. You have to choose any steady object. The flame of the candle should be steady. And Mitali is sitting in front of concentric circles. Now you have to assume a position, steady position like Padmasana. Padmasana is very suitable. But if Padmasana cannot be achieved, then you can go into any other steady, firm Adharasana. Okay. So two people are sitting in Ardha Padmasana and Medha is sitting in Padmasana. Now the object should be at the eye level, in front of your eyes, at the center of the eyes, that is right in front of you. Alternatively, you can choose many other objects for your Samipa Tratak. A picture of Om, Swastik, the picture of sun, moon, or any shining distinct object. Now for Samip Tratak, sit in a stable, steady position in Padmasana or in any other sitting posture for about 1.5 to 2 feet away from the object. Object should be at the eye level and at the center of your eyes. Slowly stabilize your gaze on the object and focus your gaze on it. Continue to focus your gaze without blinking or without straining your eyes. Keep your gaze steady and natural. After some time, when the eyes start watering, your kriya is over. So Medha has done the kriya successfully. Nepal also, her eyes are watering. So after the eyes start watering, they clean the eyes and then you have to stop the kriya, and it is advisable to perform netra snan with the eye, using the eye cup. People wearing glasses should remove their glasses before performing the kriya, or if glasses are unavoidable, then they should perform under expert guidance. If you are able to gaze continuously without blinking, then you will achieve the kriya. But if you blink in between, then you have to start all over again. But see that you don't strain the eyes. Your gaze should be natural and normal. So that was Samip Trata for you, that is distant gazing. I think those are finished, you can. Thank you. The next is Sudhur Trata or distant gazing. Now this cannot be demonstrated because you have to choose your object which is outdoor. The object can be rising or setting sun in the early morning hours or the late evening where the sun is not harsh. Moon, star, a distant tree, a building, or dome of a mandir, masjid, or a distant lamp. These are the objects which you can choose for Sudur Trata. The technique is the same. Here, you have to sit or stand steadily at a window or in the balcony or on the terrace. Then see as far as you can. Choose a object which is as far as it can be. Again, fix your gaze on your chosen object. Continue focused gazing with eyes open without blinking or straining the eyes till eyes start watering. When eyes start watering, stop the kriya and you can perform netra snan so that you feel relaxed and the straight way. Now the contraindications for Samip and Sudur Tratak are the same. Any type of eye infection, sore eyes, redness, conjunctivitis, headache, migraine. If you are suffering from this condition, then you are contraindicated for the Tratak Kriya. People wearing thick glasses should perform Kriya under expert guidance or omit it totally. Now let us see the benefits of the Tratak Kriya. Eyes are cleansed when tears start rolling down the eyes. Optic nerve becomes healthy. Eye muscles are strengthened. They give relief from eye fatigue. So this is helpful, especially for people spending long hours in front of the screen. The practice of gazing steadily stabilizes not only the eyes, but also the mind. Mind becomes stable and one-pointed, and this proves beneficial for students. Gheran Sanhita claims that Trataka Kriya acts as a preparatory practice for attaining Shambhavi Mudra. Now this Shambhavi Mudra has to be practiced during meditation. Besides acting as a preparatory practice for Shambhavi Mudra, it provides divine vision. That is what Hiran Samhita claims. Then it prepares sadhaka for Antaranga Yoga, that is Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. However, Tratak is not Dhyan, but it is a Shuddhi Kriya only. So that was all about Tratak. Very simple Kriya, but you have to perform it at home. We are not going to get it practiced here. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much, Neela ma'am, and demonstrators, Vedha ma'am, Mitali ma'am, and Nika ma'am. Next practice की ओर जाते हैं. We are going to start with the demonstration of Nauli Kriya, and for that I would like to invite Jayashree Paranspe ma'am. Jayashree Paranspe ma'am has completed 27th YTTC and the following therapy course, the YNTC course, and she's also completed her MA in Yoga Shastra. She's basically a B electrical engineer from DJTI. After that, she's also done her MBA in engineering management. She has been a teacher at YVN since 2003. So let's welcome Jayashree ma'am.
Thank you, Smita. I hope you all are enjoying the session and understanding it as well. So observation is the key, as you heard. Okay, so we start over here with Nauli Kriya demonstration. More than my speaking, it is the demonstration which is going to be a major part which you have to be really observant about. The techniques will obviously be taught to you in details later on. Nauli is said to be one of the most effective of the Kshatriyas, Shatkarmas. What is it? It involves isolation of the recti muscles from the other abdominal muscles. What is as we say that few kriyas require an Adhar Asana. In a similar way, Nauli requires Adhar of what? It requires Adhar of Udyan Bandh over here. Let us look how it is, what it is through demonstrations itself, so that we save on time as well. For that, let me call upon Ashish sir, Sawan sir, Madhu sir, Swati ma'am, Amrut ma'am, Ashwini ma'am, Harish sir, Babar sir. We have already practiced Tadagi Mudra. The technique is similar to that, but standing position, Dandastha Sulabha Udiyana Bandha, where they are standing with a comfortable distance between the legs, hands are on the waist, fingers are in front, all the four together, and thumb is at the back side. They will be demonstrating. What they will be doing is, they will be inhaling fully and exhaling out completely, contracting their abdomen and chest. Then they will be holding the breath and relaxing the abdomen and doing more inhalation. Let us do the demonstration, which creates a negative pressure. Sinkas is also there. This has to be mastered, practiced properly. Look at how you can actually see the ribs and how much of the abdomen is gone completely inside upwards. The diaphragm is going completely up. And that is why this is called as Mahakagor bird or flying bandha. Now, this is the initial practice. After mastering this practice, you should be able to go to Ardha Vritta Dandastha Udyan Bandha. Ardha Vritta, why it is called? See, because there's a semicircular position which you are taking, hands are all inward, pointing inward, and the same technique is same. The only thing is you're holding, when you breathe out, you're touching the chin at the jugular notch. That gives a Jalandhar Bandha over there. To release, how you do it is, you first let your abdomen come down, you relax your chest come down, relax the abdomen, and then release your chin and release.
Unless you have practiced this thoroughly, mastered it, it is not possible to do now. Thank you very much. Now going to the next part, which is the Madhya Nauli. So now we start isolating in phases. Isolating in phases, the first thing is the Udiyan Bandha. So you're going to Udiyan Bandha and giving pressure on both the thighs by the hand. You're giving pressure with the hand. See the middle portion. Observe the middle portion of the abdomen coming out. That is the Madhya Nauli. Savan sir always says that if you have a pot belly, it will be a Naula, not a Nauli. Here you can see Nauli actually. Releasing the pressure and coming out of Udiyan Bandha in the way you come regularly. Thank you. You maintain the posture as per the capacity. The capacity obviously increases with practice. The next one is Dakshina now. Dakshina means right. So here, instead of pressure on both the hands, you increase the pressure on your right hand, right thigh. And then the right side recti muscle, right side recti muscle gets protruded and you can see, observe the right side of the participants. So it will be your left side, right? And you maintain as per your capacity, release the pressure of the hand and then release with the arm down. The next one which you do is Vamanavali. This is what here, what you do is instead of right thigh, you give pressure on the left thigh. Your right hand pressure is completely relaxed. No pressure on right thigh at all. So the from the left side or Vama side, you see that the recti muscles are protruding out and that is the Vamanavali. So release the pressure from the left side and come out of the arm. We have gone through the initial stages. We did Udiyan Bandha. We saw the practice of Madhya, Dakshina, Vama. Now, are we ready for the Madhya Nauli Sanchalan? Great. So, Madhya Nauli Sanchalan, here you go from Madhya Nauli to Udyan. Madhya to Udyan, continuous. You're not waiting there at Madhya. So, you're giving pressure on both the hands, releasing, giving, releasing, going back to Udyan. This happens when you practice thoroughly maintaining, and then because it's two ways, you're also the pressure point and isolation, both are taking place simultaneously. Just now we had Independence Day, and we see every time during Independence Day on Red Fort, the marching of the soldiers. Here, let us see the marching of Nauli. So here the Vama Dakshina marching Nauli, where you change the pressure. When you give the pressure on right, the left pressure goes, and when you give the pressure on left, the right pressure goes. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. It is exactly the way you can see the marching during Independence Day, and yes, it really requires stamina and rigorous practice so that you can hold your breath for so much time. Holding of breath is also important. The next one goes according to the persistence of vision. When they do, I'll go on saying it. What we're going to now do is the clockwise movement. We did left, right, and Madhya. Now we do the clockwise movement. So they go into Udyan, then Vama, Madhya, Dakshina, Udyan. Vama, Madhya, Dakshina, Udyan. You will feel as if it is moving continuously. When you see a motion picture, what actually is happening is there are frames, but their movement is more less than 1/16th of a second, and it feels that it is a continuous movement. That is the clockwise movement which we saw. And next we see is the anti-clockwise movement. So exactly opposite. Yes. So it is the Udiyana, Dakshina Madhya Vama Udiyana, Dakshina Madhya Vama Udiyana. Again, continuity can be seen. Udiyan, yes, is important. Pressure on the thighs is important. Maintaining the breath, there's a negative pressure. Important and highly beneficial. Digestive system is very best effect of it. Gopinashtami. We saw Gopinashtami, we celebrated it yesterday. What is the importance? What do we know? What does the Lord like? He likes the butter. How is it removed from the curd? By churning it. We look at the churning effect. So it is the clockwise anti-clockwise movement we have seen that happens when you churn either with the hand or with the rope. That is what we'll see over, which we saw individually clockwise and anti-clockwise. They'll be doing as per their capacity, anti-clockwise and clockwise now. Be very observant, and all these kriyas which we are doing, they are highly beneficial for digestive system, excretory system. We saw that Udian itself is so effective to remove the water retained after the kriyas. Right, thank you very much, all the participants, demonstrators. Now, when we see that there are 5 elements through which we clean our the chakras are done, please internally. Now, when we see what we have done, we have created a negative pressure. That means what over here we are using is the Akasha Tattva. Functional efficiency of all the organs in the abdominal cavity is improved by this. Excellent remedy for indigestion, sluggish liver. Mandagni se कहते हैं because what we see is the Jatragni over there in the digestive system that is improved. So it is highly beneficial. Take a vow today that you all will be practicing it and mastering it, and we want to see you over here. Thank you very much. Thank you for the audience.
Thank you, Jayashree ma'am. And thank you to all the demonstrating teachers who showed magic on stage. I can see awe on your faces. And we do expect the same kind of awe from the next year students when you will come here for demonstrating on stage. Okay. So next kriya that we are going into is called Kapalabhati. Most of you must have known about the name. Let us learn, understand and not learn. We will just watch and understand about the different types of Kapalbhati now from Rita Desai ma'am. Rita Desai ma'am is basically a BCom graduate. She has done her 39th YTTC from Dadar and then the YNTC the continuing year. Since then, she has been a teacher with YTTC at Dadar. So welcome, Rita Desai ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Smita ma'am. Okay. Good morning, friends, and namaste. Okay. So, most of us ladies would have gone to a beauty parlor to have a facial. Now, why do we go to have a facial? It is to get this bring it a little bit near to it. Okay. Better? Okay. So, to get a bright and radiant look. But today I will tell you about a kriya that will help you get that bright and radiant look. So this Shuddhi kriya will cleanse the sinuses of your forehead and your nasal cavities so that it will brighten your forehead, and regular practice of this kriya will give you the similar kind of bright and radiant look after a facial. But please remember, this kriya is not only for ladies, it is universal. Everybody has to practice it. And it's a good, very good practice. So now the name of the Shuddhi kriya is Kapalabhati. In Sanskrit, Kapala means the forehead and Bhati means to brighten or to get brighten. Hence, this kriya has got this name Kapalabhati. According to Gheranda Samhita, before we start the practice of pranayama, the nadis have to be cleansed. If the nadis are blocked because of waste products or any kind of thing and the air cannot flow freely, then pranayama cannot be perfect. So kriyas, as we have, the earlier, can you please hold this? Online students can't hear you. Only just hold this here. Thank you. Okay.
So Shuddhi Kriyas, as we know, are used for cleansing the body, all the parts of the body. And Kapalbhati is one of the Kriyas among the Shuddhi Kriyas, Shata Kriyas, that will cleanse the cavities of the sinus, of the forehead and the nose. Now, practice of Kapalbhati helps to keep the problems of kapha or phlegm at bay and to balance the kapha dosha. Now, we all know, as told earlier, that air, water, friction, and space, these are the elements of nature, are used as the cleansing medium in any Shuddhi Kriya. In Kapalbhati, we use air and water as the cleansing medium. Okay. The practice in which we use air as the cleansing medium is called Vatakam Kapalbhati, and that where we use water is known as Jalakram Kapalbhati. Now, Jalakram Kapalbhati is again divided into two parts. It is Sitkram and Vyutkram Kapalbhati. So, friends, today we will first understand the technique of Vatkram Kapalbhati. After that, we'll see the technique of Vatkram. We'll see the demonstration of Vatkram Kapalbhati. In Vatkram Kapalbhati, as mentioned, air is used as the cleansing medium. First, we get into the starting position, preferably Padmasana, with the palms cupping the respective knees. If you cannot get into Padmasana, you can choose any other Adharasana, but it has to be steady, preferably Padmasana or Ardha Padmasana. Okay, the next step is to fix, keeping the back straight and the chin parallel to ground. We have to fix the chest. Now, what is meant by fixing the chest? We take the deep, after breathing in and then breathing out, you take a deep breath in so that the chest expands and the rib cage comes out. Throughout the practice of Kapalbhati, we will hold this position of the chest. So that is fixing of the chest. Then we will close the eyes and practice abdominal breathing after relaxing the abdomen. Then after that, we will briskly take the stomach in for the Kapalbhati. I will give 60 strokes and then I'll explain. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Relax the chest. Resume normal breathing and you can release the Padmasana. Let me explain the technique. Now what the demonstrators did. So first, they briskly took their abdomen in, so the diaphragm came up. When the diaphragm came up, the air in the chest came out, making a frictional sound. Okay. Thereafter, promptly they have relaxed the abdomen without kind of disturbing the position of the chest and ribs, so that the inhalation happens automatically. Once the abdomen is relaxed, the inhalation happens automatically. That is why we say that in Kapalbhati, the inhalation is passive and the exhalation is active. So this deliberate, forceful, and quick exhalation followed by the effortless inhalation in this manner completes one stroke of Kapalbhati. After this, we will see one more demonstration after I explain the technique. So how are the cavities in the forehead and the nasal cavities cleansed? During the forceful expulsions, some of the air enters
into the cavities of the nose and forehead, and some of it is comes out from the nostrils. Then, with further expulsions, these come out carrying the dust particles, mucus, and other waste products. When this kriya is done repeatedly, these cavities get cleared and purified. So now, how much should one practice? Initially, one can perform 3 rounds of up 10 to 20 strokes. And then as per your capacity, you can add 5 strokes per week, so that you can reach up to 120 to 150 strokes, which you will do as 1 round in 1 minute. You can practice 3 such strokes. Even when you do the 10 to 20 strokes round initially, you do 3 rounds. So each day you practice 3 rounds of Kapalbhati. That is the minimum that you can practice. Now let us see who should not perform this kriya. If someone is suffering from cold or blocked nostrils, then they have to avoid this kriya. If there is a growth of flesh or polyps or growth of nasal bone or septum deviation, these people also should not perform the kriya because the air will not pass properly. Now, if one has abdominal pain or enlarged liver, appendicitis, avoid this kriya. Now we will again see the demonstration of Vatram Kapalbhati. So I request you to please closely observe the abdomen and the chest. You will see that the movement is only in the abdominal region and the chest is fixed. So my demonstrators are already sitting in Padmasan, hands in Drona Mudra, cupping the respective knees, chin straight, or chin parallel to the ground and back straight. Now breathe in, breathe out. Now take a deep breath in, expanding the chest and raising the rib cage, fix the chest. Relax the abdomen, drop the eyelids and start abdominal breathing. I will now give 60, I will again give 60 strokes. Please observe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. Bring. You can slowly bring the chest down, resume normal breathing, and release the Padmasana. If there's any discharge from your from the nose, you can please clean it with your napkin. Okay. Thank you for the demonstration. So we saw 2 demonstrations. First, we saw the demonstration, then I explained to you the technique, and then you could observe it again. So I hope that you have observed nicely and you'll be able to perform this kriya when in the regular classes. Okay. So now that we have seen the demonstration of Vatram Kapalbhati, let me tell you the benefits. It is a sure shot remedy for frequent cough and cold. Abdominal breathing is helpful for asthma patients and for sports persons. It helps to reduce the strain on the throat for singers and for persons who need to speak for a long time, like lawyers and teachers. It helps to keep the abdominal wall flexible and free of excess fat. Health of the organs in the abdominal cavity is improved. And it helps to maintain the health of the ENT, that is the ear, nose, and throat. Sir, पहले मैं टेक्निक बोलती हूँ, बाद में डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन. Okay. Now that we have seen Vatram Kapalbhati, let us move to the second section, that is the Jalakram Kapalbhati, in which we use water for as the cleansing medium. Now, Jalakram Kapalbhati is, as I mentioned earlier, it is of 2 types. It is Sitkram and Vyutkram Kapalbhati, depending on how the water is taken. In Sitkram Kapalbhati, we will take water from the mouth and expel it from the nose. And when we expel it from the nose, it makes the sit sound. Hence, it is called Sitkram Kapalbhati. In Vyutkram Kapalbhati, water is taken from the nose and expelled from the mouth. So this being an opposite action, it is called Vyutkram Kapalbhati. So first, we will see the technique of Sitkram Kapalbhati, and then we will see the demonstration. As my demonstrators are standing, we have to stand comfortably, take a mouthful of water of warm saline water. Then, making gulping action, we take the water towards the throat, but we make sure that we do not let it go into the food pipe. Then we'll touch the root of the tongue to the hard palate so that the water doesn't come back into the mouth. Next, we have to breathe in and then slowly lower the chin towards the chest. And after that, we exhale out. And when we exhale out, the water will come through the nostrils along with air, producing the sit sound. Hence, it has got this name, Sitkram, as I mentioned to you earlier. When the flow of water, see how easily they are doing. It's just like the water is coming out of the tap. When the flow of water stops, then you can inhale again and repeat the process so that all the water in the mouth comes out. Repeat this process 3 to 4 times or till the water in the glass is used up. Now here we have big broad basins to do the practice, but in the class you'll be having a broad basin to collect the outcoming water. So what are the contraindications for practicing of Sitkram? If one has completely blocked nostrils due to cold, then it will not be possible to do Sitkram. Also, if salt is contraindicated, that means if somebody has blood pressure issues, then Sitkram would not be advisable. We have already seen the demonstration of Sitkram. So can we see it once again? Sitkram? Yeah. So they have taken a mouthful of warm water and now they're taking it out from the nose. After after performing this kriya, then we have to clean the nose with the napkin. So dry it up, and all the mucus and the dust will come out with the water that is coming out. Next, we'll move to Vyutkam Kapalabhati. Again, I will tell you this technique and then we will do the demonstration. First, I will tell the technique. Direct. Okay. Okay, so we will do, I will tell you the technique simultaneously. So my demonstrators are standing comfortably with comfortable distance between their legs. They have a glass of warm saline water in their hand. They have placed it at their upper lip such that the brim is near the nose. And then they are taking their chin towards they've dipped their nose in the water and they are sucking in the water with the inhalation. And then when the water collects in the mouth, they're expelling it with the exhalation. You have to make sure that the water doesn't enter into the food pipes. So for that, you have to make a negative pressure in your mouth by puffing up your cheeks and taking your tongue down. Thank you for the wonderful demonstrations. Friends, broadly, the contraindications for Vyutkram are the same as for Sitkram Kapalbhati. Now that we've seen the demonstrations, there is one very important point that I would like to tell you. After Jalakram Kapalbhati Kriya, we have to perform the after Kriya practices that Manjushri ma'am has told us. These are broadly Swashan Marga Shuddhi, Vatkram Kapalbhati, which I told you about earlier. After that, we do the Swashan Markers Shuddhi strokes in Marjarasan A and B and in Hastapadasan. And also we do Udyan Bandha. All this will help to remove the residual water in the nasal cavities and the sinuses. Now, the question is, how often should we practice the Jalakram Kapalbhati Kriyas? Initially, till one attains mastery over the Kriya, you can practice it every day. And then once in a fortnight would be adequate. Now, the benefits of Jalakram Kapalbhati, it removes excess phlegm, mucus, and helps to balance the Kapha dosha. All the benefits of the Jalaniti are derived from Sitkram and Vyutkram, namely, it cleans the nasal passage, it prevents frequent attacks of cough, cold, and asthma, and the health of the ear, nose, throat, and eyes improves. Additionally, efficiency of the tongue and the jawbone improves, as also their conscious control. So with that, I will end my talk on Kapalbhati, and I hope you have enjoyed this demonstration and made up your mind that you will do the Jalakram, Kapalbhati, Sitkram, and Vyutkram. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Rita ma'am. And thanks to the teachers for wonderful demonstration. Maza aaya. Enjoyed, no? So we move on to the next type of Shuddhi Kriya, which is called Basti. So Basti, we will be demonstrated by, we will be shown Basti by Sahiddin Das sir. He's another senior teacher from Vashi YTTC. He has completed his 29th YTTC and the following YNTC. He's also done MA in Yoga Shastra. He has been a teacher in Vashi YTTC since 2006. So let's welcome Sahiddin Das sir.
Good morning all. Online friends, am I audible clearly? Thank
No,
you.
sir. No.
So friends, till now whichever Kriyas you have seen, वो दिख रहा था. The Kriya which I am going to deal is ये अंदर की बात है. यह आराम का मामला है. So nothing you will able to see. One who does, he experiences. सच कहूँ सुन ले हो सभी जिन प्रेम कियो तिन ही प्रभु पाई. So you have to do prem with this kriya, then only you will be able to enjoy this kriya. Vasti kriya is basically cleaning the last part of the intestine, large intestine, that is colon. Without wasting time, I will directly call the demonstrators, Madhu sir and Sharma sir. In this kriya, the materially used is, there are two types of basti, Jalabasti and Sthalabasti. In Jalabasti, water is used for cleansing, and in Sthalabasti, air is used. The material required for Jalabasti is
ऑनलाइन में सुनाई दे रही है आवाज. हाँ, मुझे वहाँ पे मैसेज आया.
okay. So for Jalabasti, the material required is, there are two types, Jalabasti and Sthalabasti, and in Jalabasti there are two ways to do Basti Kriya. One is using the Basti tube, another is without using the Basti tube. So two ways. In present time, this type of tube is used for Basti Kriya. In olden days, the 12 to 15 inches length and 6 to 8 uh, 12 to 15 inches length and 6 to 8 mm diameter of the tube was used. But nowadays, as the stomach busted tube is used, it is very easily and maintaining the hygiene, cleansing and sterilizing becomes very easy and the touch is very soft. So for Jalabasti, imagine that the material required is this tube, a broad tub, towel, oil is used, castor oil is used. Imagine that they are standing in a broad tub filled with around 30 centimeter water, that is around 1 feet, keeping comfortable distance between the legs, raising the heel up and sitting in squatting position. That is Utkatasana. Both the thighs should be parallel to each other and the thighs should be parallel to floor also. Then keeping the hand ready to insert the busty tube in the anus. The tapered end is inserted in the anus and the other end is immersed in the water. Relaxing the anal sphincter muscles and slightly pushing it out, inserting the busty tube in the anus, then relaxing the anal muscles and repeating the same process till 4 to 5 inches of the tube enters the anus. Other end is immersed in the water. Then doing Udyan Bandh and Madhya Nauli. The water is sucked in the process and then with the middle finger hold the other end of the tube. Repeat it 4 to 5 times again. Then a good amount of water will enter the intestine. Then take the tube out, come out of the tub and do Nauli Kriya. The water which is entered in the intestine, the feces will dissolve in the water and then when the feeling of defecation is there, go to the toilet and clean the bowels. This is using the busty tube. Another method is without using the busty tube. Again, sitting in a tub, half filled water in Utkatasana-like position. Here, tube is not used. Thighs parallel to the floor and parallel to each other. The anus is immersed in the water. Then doing Nauli Kriya and Udyan Bandh. The water enters the intestine. Repeat the same process till good amount of water enters the intestine. Then coming out and doing Nauli Kriya 4 to 5 times. The feeling of defecation will be there. Going to the toilet and cleaning the bowels. Initially, the body temperature water can be used. Saline water is also used. It will help in dislodging the mucus and the water will not get absorbed in the body. So, just now we have seen the explanation of Jalabasti. Now let us see the another method, that is Sthalabasti using the air. For that, one has to lie down on the back. In Gheran Samhita, it is mentioned that this kriya has to be done in Paschim Tanasana. Keeping legs together and beside the body, lifting the legs up to the 90 degree. Further, lifting the waist up legs parallel to the floor. This is the position like Purva Halasana. Then folding the hands at elbow and giving support to the back, and folding the leg at knee and bringing knee toward the chest. In Udyan Bandh, in Viprit Karni Mudra also this Kriya can be done. This Kriya can be done in the inverted postures also. Now in this position, one has to do Udyan Bandh and Navli Kriya alternately. Udyan Bandh, Navli Kriya, Udyan Bandh, Navli Kriya. Little distance should be there between the legs. Sarma sir, separate the knee. This will help for entering the water with air very easily in the intestine. Repeat this around 10 to 12 times. When good amount of air enter the intestine, come out of this position. Release, stand comfortably. And then perform Navli Kriya. The air which is entered the intestine will come out, cleansing the intestine. Come to sitting position. Thank you, sir, for the demonstration. For Shushka Basti, no material is required. Who should not do this Kriya? Contraindications. One who is suffering with the stomach problems like diarrhea, dysentery, colitis. One who is suffering with the heart, any kind of heart problem or hernia, one should avoid. Those who are suffering from piles, fissures, they should also avoid. If you are not facing the problem, then this Kriya, if you are doing, you will not face the problem. It is similar like दुख में सुमिरन सब करे सुख में करे न कोई, जो सुख में सुमिरन करे तो दुख काहे को होए. प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, करेंगे, लाइफ लॉन्ग प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी. अगर प्रॉब्लम ऑलरेडी है तो वन हैज टू अवॉइड दिस क्रिया. Benefits: constipation can be cured. The nerves involved in the excretion are strengthened. Blood circulation improves in the intestine. Because of the mind and body becomes pleasant, and one feels of doing any work. It gives immense pleasure. These are the benefits of Basti Kriya. Thank you, friends. This is all about Basti. Over to Smita madam.
Thank you very much, Das sir. Now we are going to the last dhauti, that is, that we are going to learn next, which is a large cluster. So we have our chairman, sir, Mahesh Sinkar, sir, going to demonstrate that for us. Let us understand a little bit about him. He passed his 20th YNTC, in 1997. Then he completed YNTC in 2000. He has done the first Naturopathy Swadhyay course also. Sir has been the organizer for the other YTDC and is the coordinator for all 3 YTDCs. So let us hear from Sinkar sir.
Good morning, all. Am I audible to the online people? Yeah, thank you very much. So, good morning, friends. Now let us discuss the last but not the least, that is Dhauti. In fact, Dhauti is the biggest of all 6 principal Kriyas. If you refer to page number 47 and 48 of your yogic science manual, where the Shuddhi Kriya tree is given, you will appreciate that almost 2/3 of all the Kriyas are from the Dhauti group. So Dhauti is the biggest of all 6 principal Kriyas. The literal meaning of Dhauti is to wash or to clean. So in a way, all the Shuddhi Kriyas should have been coming under the banner of Dhauti. However, the Shuddhi Kriyas are named after their respective effect on particular system or particular organ or particular area of the body. For an example, Neti is for cleansing of respiratory tract. As you have seen that the Trataka is for cleansing of eyes, or Kapalabhati for cleansing of the sinuses. So similarly, Dhauti is for cleansing of the alimentary canal, entire alimentary canal. So you can appreciate that the scope and the field of action of Dhauti Kriya is very vast. It is entire digestive system and the excretory system is influenced by Dhauti Kriya, and entire alimentary canal from mouth to the anus is influenced by that. And according to the respective effect of Dhauti Kriya, it is categorized into 5 categories. One is Danta Dhauti, Rid Dhauti, Antar Dhauti, Mula Shodhan or Ganesh Kriya, and Prakshalan Kriya. And these subdivisions are further subdivided into number of kriyas depending upon the different school of thoughts, different traditions, different medium which is used for cleansing, and the purpose behind it. So let us begin one by one. Let us start with Danta Dhauti. My demonstrators for Danta Dhauti are there on the dais. The literal meaning of word Danta Dhauti is cleansing of teeth. This is what we can understand. However, as per the Hatha Yoga, it is not just cleaning the teeth, but it is cleansing of oral cavities and important sensory organs that comes under Danta Dhauti. Traditionally, Danta Dhauti is subdivided into 4 Shuddhi Kriyas: Danta Mula Dhauti, Jiva Mula Dhauti, Karna Randra Dhauti, and Kapala Randra Dhauti. So, Danta Mula Dhauti is cleansing of gums as well as the teeth. So, for that, one need to start from root of the gum towards the tip of the tooth. If you are just giving gentle massage to the upper gums and teeth, then in the downward direction. And if you are just massaging the lower jaw, then starting from the root of the gum of the lower jaw and coming towards the tip of the tooth. So this is to be done using both index finger and the thumb of the right hand, especially preferably use the right hand. Yeah, go on, continue. So this is called Danta Mula Dhauti. In Gheranda Sahita, it is prescribed to do this kriya with extract of khadira, which is katha that we use in the pan. And regular practice of Danta Mula Dhauti prevents pyorrhea or bleeding gums. Then comes the Jiva Mula Dhauti. So before that, wash your hands. And Jiva Mula Dhauti is cleansing of tongue and root of the tongue with 3 middle fingers. Yes, you can keep it down. 3 middle fingers, giving little bit curvature to it, and then gently massaging the top surface and the root of the tongue. This is called Jiva Mula Dhauti. Then you can massage the sides of the tongue with the help of both the hands, placing index finger and the middle finger on top of it and thumb below the tongue, and gently do the action of milking the cow. That is what we call dohana. You can use makhan also, navnita, that can be used for doing this kriya. Then you can clutch the tip of the tongue into the tongue of 2 fingers, index finger and middle finger, and stretch the tongue out for a while and then relax it. this can be done 3 to 4 times. So this this Kriya eliminates the bad breath and it stimulates the taste buds as well as the nerves which are attached to the tongue, and thereby the whatever food your spouse spouse or wife has made, the same food will be tastier, it will appear tastier. So this is one of the benefit of Jiva Mula Dhauti. Then the next Kriya is Kapala Randra Dhauti. So Kapala Randra is nothing but the opening or aperture which connects the soft palate or throat and the upper respiratory tract. So one can see it in Hanumantasan or one can just bend in front of the wash basin at home and then giving a making a feast of 4 fingers and thumb apart, and thumb is inserted inside, and just if you place it inward, then you will feel that aperture or that opening. There you have to give the massage in the clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, to and fro motion, up and down motion. And when you remove the thumb, you will find that a sticky substance is coming out along with the thumb, and that is to be washed. And regular practice of this Kapala Randra Dhauti, it reduces snoring and thereby eliminating the possibility of very dreadful disease which is known as obstructive sleep apnea. So that can be eliminated by regular practice of Kapala Randra Dhauti. And the last one is Karana Randra Dhauti. Karana Randra Dhauti is cleansing of external ears. So respective index fingers are to be put inside the opening of the external ears, and then they are rotated in a clockwise and anti-clockwise direction. The Geranda Sahita claims that, by regular practice of Karana Randra Dhauti, even the smallest audible sound you will be able to hear. It means your capacity to hear smallest sound will be enhanced. So this is Karana Randra Dhauti. Now, in all the 4 Kriyas, one common precaution you need to take is that you need to keep your nails properly trimmed, especially for the ladies, those who are fond of growing the nails, and they are filed properly so that the inner delicate membrane of those organs, they are not hurt. Traditionally, these 4 constitute Danta Dhauti. However, Yoga Vidya Niketan and our Guruji Nimbalkar sir, they have developed number of simple cleansing processes. These kriyas are simple but most beneficial and health promoting. And it was our Guruji's dream that it should be practiced at every doorstep, and that is why there will be a separate lecture is there in the timetable to teach you all those simple Shuddhi Kriyas. But remember that traditionally there are only 4 Shuddhi Kriyas which are named under the Danta Dhauti. Now, after this Danta Dhauti, yes, thank you very much. After Danta Dhauti, the second group is Rid Dhauti. Now, generally what we consider Rid means heart, isn't it? We understand Rid means heart. However, in Sanskrit, Rid also means the stomach. And the alimentary canal up to the stomach is cleaned in this type of dhauti, and that is why this is called Rid Dhauti. Depending upon the medium used for cleansing, the technique, it is divided into 5 Shuddhi Kriyas: Vastra Dhauti, Danda Dhauti, Vamana Dhauti, Vyagra Karni, and Gaja Karni. I call upon the demonstrators of Vastra Dhauti to come on the dais. Please come on the dais. The Vastra is nothing but the strip of muslin cloth or malmal का जो कपड़ा जिसे हम कह सकते हैं, about 4 inch wide and 22 feet in length. That is the standard length prescribed in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. Shri Golkar sir is doing Vastra with Aramat. See, you are not spoiling it. It is 22 feet in length. In Hatha Pradipika, it is mentioned that the Vastra should be Panchadasha Hastani. It means 15 cubits. 1 cubit is around 1.5 feet. So it is 22 feet Vastra he is doing. But in TTC, being the learner or beginner, what we have done, we have given you 11 feet Vastra, half of that length, standard length. So that Vastra can be in the multiple of 11 feet, 22 feet, or some masters, they do it with 33 feet also. So this is Vastra, and it is sterilized. So it is properly sterilized before used and properly dried. Now they will be soaking this vastra into the lukewarm saline water. Now sterilization is by all means, whatever medical terminology tells you, that it is kept in the boiling water for more than 10 minutes. That thing you cannot do with danda dhoti or rubber neti, because it will melt and become a small rubber ball. So vastra you can sterilize with all whatever medical standards they prescribe. Now it is to be soaked into the lukewarm saline water, and with the help of middle and index finger, you can clutch it, one of the tip, and then you can place it at the root of the tongue, and then start gulping it. You can see. Now I can see your faces full of astonishment, because you must have never seen this type of Shuddhi Kriya. So you may be wondering how it can be done. Now I can tell you that anyone who can eat rice, it's very simple. One who can eat rice, one who can gulp chapati, can gulp vastra also. Is there anyone who is not able to gulp chapati? No one. So you can gulp vastra also, but definitely it goes without saying, vastra is a foreign matter, and whenever something foreign material enters into the body tries to throw it out in the form of vomiting. Vomiting will be definitely there. But what you need to do, if you have a strong willpower, then after knowing the benefits of this kriya, you determine that yes, I want to do it and I want to derive those benefits. Then if you have strong willpower, then if you have strong self-confidence that if Holker sir can do, if Bapat sir can do, I cannot do. So that type of self-confidence is there. Then you need some synchronization between the body and mind, which is known as wisdom of the body. And fourth, obviously, regular practice is there. It is not that you just knowing the theory you will be able to do that. You need to have a regular practice. If these four things if you possess, then this vastra will not be something rutha vastra, but it will be as delicious as the hakka noodles or some Italian spaghetti that you enjoy at your home. So initially what happens when there is a vomiting sensation, when during the learning phase, when there is a vomiting sensation, at that time you have to stop helping. You have to take a sip of water so that whatever the anti-peristaltic like actions which are coming, taking the vastra out, that can be a little bit restrained. Then you can have a deep breathing, or you can, I tell you, I always tell that, you do whatever activity you like. If you want to listen music, if you want like to read newspaper, if you like to watch the television, that is also permitted. So what you can, the point is that you should focus your mind away from the throat and the vastra, which is giving you vomiting sensation, so that after a good practice, the body will be tamed as the vastra becomes acceptable to the body, and then vastra within 5 minutes will entire vastra 11 feet or 22 feet vastra, you will be able to get it into the stomach. When vastra reaches to the, vastra reaches to the stomach, it starts churning. Whatever you eat, the churning starts, and thereafter, when the churning starts, whatever excess kapha or excess pitta which is stuck to the inner walls of the stomach will be absorbed by the vastra, and when you remove it, that excess kapha, excess pitta, or excess acid will be thrown out, and therefore it will be very beneficial in case of hyperacidity, but at the same time it is more beneficial in case of hypoacidity. That is, if the acidity is less, if the digestive juices are less because of the excess kapha or excess pitta, those pores which are bringing the ducts from the different digestive system and it is bringing to the stomach. When those pores are cleaned, then you can say the appropriate amount of juices are secreted into the stomach and thereby the digestion is improved. It is claimed in the Geranda Sahita that by just practicing Vastra Dauti, 20 types of disorders related to phlegm, excess phlegm, can be cured by Vastra Dauti. So very beneficial Kriya it is. But we have, since we have time constraints, I'll request all of them to please be seated and they can have their breakfast, because you might have taken breakfast but they are empty stomach, because the Shuddhi Kriyas are to be performed on empty stomach. So let them have their breakfast, enjoy their breakfast, but I'll request you to keep an eye on them, whether they are not doing any jugglery or so, or whether they are really doing the Shuddhi Kriya properly. And in the meanwhile, let us see another Shuddhi Kriya which is known as Danda Dauti. This Danda is nothing but the rubber tube, or please show them, Mistri sir. It is stomach tube, or it is also known as the flatus tube, which is used, it is a medical equipment used for feeding the patient. When the patient is unable to have something, then in that case, the ward boy or the nurse, it deliberately, it introduces this danda into the gullet, and then then the patient are fed with that particular tube. But here they will be deliberate, they will be on their own, they will be gulping that tube. The one end of the tube, as it might have shown to you, that it is smoothened additionally and it is having a additional small hole. So in case after inserting the tube inside the stomach, if any food particle blocks one opening, then through the other opening, the kriya can be performed. That is the purpose of that additional hole. And this kriya can be done in two ways. One, by taking the water first and then inserting this tube. But for the beginners like us, this method will not be, it will be little bit unusual for us to drink water and then insert it, which will provoke more vomiting sensation. So for them, the another method is there that we'll see first, and that is gulping danda first. So one can start gulping danda, putting that smoothen end at the root of the tongue and then start gulping. And almost 2/3 of the danda is to be gulped. Now here again, I'm sure that you must be wondering whether I'll be able to do this or not. But I am sure not steep thing. So you have to restrain vomiting sensation. But here, this vomiting sensation is boon in disguise. Means when the vomiting sensation is there, at that time the epiglottis or the cover of the food pipe gets open, and you have to just grab that opportunity and glide danda little inside. And believe me that below the throat there are no nerves to have any kind of awkward sensation. Whatever awkward sensation is there, it is up to here only. And once that is done, you have to take the water through siphonic action. What is siphonic action? You have to do Udyan Bandha, or whatever technique you have learnt in Tadagi Mudra, the same technique you have to perform in standing position, which is known as Udyan Bandha, and you have seen it while Nauli. Because of that, the negative pressure is created inside the lungs, and thereby the air inside the tube is withdrawn, and thereby the water starts flowing towards the stomach by siphonic action. And one need to take more than 4 to 5 glasses of water, and this water is nothing but lukewarm saline water. So in the olden days, what material was used when the rubber tube was not there? The stem of turmeric plant, or root of banyan tree, or midrib of banana leaves, or cane that was used as danda. So you can imagine how difficult it must have been in olden days because of this invention of rubber tube. It has become, we can say, very systematic, scientific. This can be very easily cleaned, thoroughly cleaned, and it can be made hygienic by just dipping it into the boiling water, after boiling water, after the gas is put off. So this is what danda dhauti. One has to drink maybe, as I have said, 4 to 5 glasses of water. The benefits, when what happens when water enters into the stomach, similar to Vastra Dauti, the abdominal muscles start churning. And when the water is churned inside, it dislodges the excess kapha and pitta which is stuck to the inner walls of the stomach. And when they will be completing the kriya, when they will be removing the effluent, that is whatever that water mixed with the kapha and pitta, and excess acid, that will be thrown out of the body, and that is how this desired cleansing will be done. So I think all of them have done it. Okay, so now removing water is very simple. Very simple means, you have to just bend down and keep your breathing normal. The water will come out on its own by gravity. If it is not coming out, you have to insert the tube little bit so that it reaches to the water level inside the stomach. So this is the danda dhauti. Entire water should be taken out. It is said that danda dhauti is alpashrami, or least exertive as compared to vamana that we are going to see. Because the acidic water, which or water with lot of effluents like excess kapha, excess pitta, excess acid, when it comes out in vamana dhauti, at that time you might have find, even sometimes you might have undergone the vomiting, isn't it? At that time there is a irritation at the throat level. But here, since the effluent water is not coming into the contact with the food pipe, it is coming out through the conduit without touching the delicate membrane. It will not having any kind of irritation, and that is why it is called alpashrami danda dhauti. Then, as you know that the food pipe and the windpipe, they are the Siamese twin. That is, it is just separated by a small thin membrane. And this food pipe is never in that completely dilated state. When we eat something, the morsel goes down because of the contraction of the hind muscles and expansion of the front muscles. And this is how this gradually this food particles goes to the stomach. But when danda is inside, vastra is in, now they have these three people, they have already taken the water, and now they'll do they'll drink the water first, and they will just insert the danda, and they'll be doing it. So for doing this second version of danda dhauti, you need to master maintaining danda, because again there will be a lot of immense vomiting sensation when you start learning danda dhauti. So they have done it, and now they have inserted danda. Water is there inside already. Just for saving the time, they have shown you, they have taken 1 glass of water, but behind the stage they had taken at least 4 to 5 glasses of water. And now when danda reaches to the water, just bending down and keeping the breath normal is enough. This is just to charm you. This is See, actually, you need not perform. Even if you don't perform this, you can get the desired benefits. But just to charm you and attract you, motivate you, these type of things are demonstrated. And believe me that Yoga Vidya Niketan is capable of beautifying all those chowks in the Navi Mumbai with these type of live flora fountains. So the point was that, the food pipe and the wind pipe, they are Siamese twins, they are separated by small membrane. And your food pipe is never in the completely dilated state. I think they have completed their breakfast, I'll call them. So in Danda Dhauti or in Vastra Dhauti, the food pipe is not in completely dilated state. And therefore, when you do these kriyas, Vastra Dhauti or Danda Dhauti, it stimulates its twin, that is the windpipe, and whatever kapha or excess pitta which is stuck to the inner walls of the windpipe is also dislodged, and then you can just remove it by practicing like whatever the practices after kriya you have seen, like kapalabhati, shvasana marga shuddhi, and so on. Now they have completed their vastra dhauti, they have done their breakfast. I'll request them to go for one asana. They will demonstrate any one of the asana. One is both of them, Golkar sir and Vanarse sir are doing Hastapadasan. One teacher is showing the Parvatasan in Ardha Padmasan. Bapat sir, Bapat sir is contraindicated. He has just come out of some illness, and that is why he will not do that. So please release the post, release it, and I'll ask them to do some you can say freehand exercises, any kind of freehand exercise. Like uh, one is just jogging on at the place, one is just moving the waist. So it is not prescribed in any of the yogic text to do any asana, or you should do the freehand exercise, but just to emphasize on your mind that in spite of having 11 feet or 22 feet vastra, they are absolutely normal. They are more normal than all of us. So that is why I just requested them to do that. Now, removing vastra is quite simple. Now, one need to complete this Vastra Dhauti Kriya in 20 minutes, because whenever just start removing Vastra, this Kriya is to be performed in 20 minutes, because whatever you eat, it remains into the stomach for 1.5 hours. So, and thereafter, the wall, which is known as pyloric wall, which is situated at the other end of the stomach, gets opened, and the food that enters into the first part of the small intestine, that is duodenum. So, considering the factor of safety, we have decided that Vastra Dhauti should be done within 20 minutes. So, and I can tell you that in last 60, 70 years of our Guruji's teaching and Yoga Vidya Niketan's history, there is no single accident has happened that Vastra has entered into the duodenum and then the medical intervention was required. So this is how this Vastra Dhauti is also performed quite easily. So thank you very much. Now, after doing this vastra becomes so sticky that they will have to go at the backstage, they will have to wash all the kapha and pitta. After going home, they will have to again sterilize it by keeping it into the boiling water for 10-15 minutes, then dry it properly, and then make a roll so that it can be used next time. The next Kriya is Vamana Dhauti. I'll call upon my demonstrators of Vamana Dhauti. As I had earlier said that, most of us experience vomiting at some time of the life or the other. But this vomiting is nothing, but it's a defense mechanism of the body. When we eat stale food, when we have more eating, excessive eating, when there is indigestion, the nature comes into the picture and there is a vomiting sensation and entire whatever those things which are not suitable for the body, they are thrown out. But yogic woman is different. Yogic woman is self-induced woman. Here, two type of woman is there. One is Jala woman and Vayu woman. In Jala woman, they are drinking the lukewarm saline water. Now, you must be wondering what is lukewarm saline water, how it is to be prepared. So for them, just try to know that a glass of lukewarm water if you take and if you add a small half teaspoon of common salt, then it is lukewarm saline water used for doing Shuddhi Kriyas or Jalavaman. Now, are you ready all? Yeah. So, one need to drink around 4 to 5 glasses of water or 1 liter of water at least, so that there will be a vomiting sensation, and then you bend down and stimulate the root of the tongue so that you will have a vomiting or water will come out. When the water is coming out, at that time you need to remove the hand and allow the water to come out. Again, the same phenomena happens that happens in the Danda Dauti, that the water gets mixed and it dislodges or it dissolves the whatever excess kapha and pitta, and while coming out, it comes out with that effluent and desired cleansing can be achieved. The benefits that, by practicing Vamana Dauti, you eliminate the possibility of the bad breath, and the digestive secretions are balanced. It stimulates the pancreas and the liver, and thereby it is a good practice for the diabetes management, because pancreas and the liver, they are more related with the diabetes management or blood sugar level management. In Gheranda Samhita, it is prescribed as a therapy also. After having food, you can do this kriya also. It is said that bhojanante pibe dwari cha akanta purya sudhi, means after having food, you can drink water up to the throat level and then you can do the vaman as and when. सब खारा सारा खाना आएगा, लेकिन उसके साथ में जो अंदर का जो वस्त्र करता है, जो पानी करता है, वो खाने के साथ मिक्स होने के कारण that effluent also can be taken out. Now the next type of Vamana is Vayu Vamana. I'll call upon my demonstrator of Vayu Vamana to come forward. The another medium which is used is air. So here you can see, come in the center, come in the center. So in Vayu Vamana, you can do it either in the Vajrasan or in cross-leg position or in Swastikasana. In any position, you can do this Vayu Vamana. The difference is that you have to give a beak-like shape to your lips and the air is gulped through that beak-like tongue. There is a difference between breathing and gulping. Please try to understand. When you take a breath, the air goes through the lungs. But when you are gulping the air, at that time the air goes to the stomach. And after 20, 30 burps, 30 gulpings, your stomach will be ballooned up. And then if you gently press it, and there will be a burping like action. So, done. So the air will come out and you will get the desired cleansing. So this is Vayu Vamana. Thereafter, another variant of Vamana Dhauti, which is known as Vyagra Karani. As we know that we human beings, we have the superiority complex. We think that, we are superior to all other creatures. But in fact, those creatures, those who are nearer to the nature, they are more wiser than us. You might have seen the cat-like feline animals. When they suffer from indigestion, they eat a particular type of grass and intermittently they do vomiting. And that is why similar kriya, when the intermittently vomiting takes place without stimulating the root of the tongue, is known as Bhagi kriya or feline action or Marjara kriya or Vyagra karani. So this is Vyagrakarani. Water comes out intermittently. You don't need to stimulate the root of the tongue. And then there is another advancement of this Vyagrakarani or Bhagi Kriya, that is Gajakarani Kriya. Gajakarani, or which is also known as Kunjala Kriya or elephantine action. So if you master the voluntary control over the two, you can say, non-written walls. One is at the throat, which is epiglottis, and one is at the beginning of at the end of the food pipe or beginning of the stomach, which is known as cardiac sphincter. So if you master voluntary control over those two sphincters, you will be able to do this Gajakarani Kriya having continuous projectile like action without, you can say, stopping in between. So we can say that this is not, both the kriyas Vyagrakarani or the Gajakarani, they are nothing but the extension of the Vamana Dhauti. We can say that these are three stations on one route. After mastering, Vamana Kriya, you can go for Vyagrakarani. After mastering Vyagrakarani, one may go for Gajakarani. But some people, they get mastery in the Gajakarani immediately. And you can see now the projectile action, the three Gaja or three elephants, although they are lean, but this is the elephantine action. You can see the continuous projectile of the water coming out. For this, you required little bit mastery over, control over the inner sphincters of your body. So these Hayu Kriyas, Vastra Dhauti, then Danda Dhauti, Vaman, Vyagrakarani, Gajakarani constitute Rit Dhauti. Now let us come to the next group, that is Antar Dhauti. In Antar Dhauti, entire alimentary canal right from the mouth to the anus is cleaned. And depending upon the different kriyas, there are 4 kriyas again. The first is Shankha Prakshalan. I'll call upon my demonstrators of Shankha Prakshalan promoting kriyas on the dais. Shankha Prakshalan is also known as Varisar Kriya. It is a wonderful Kriya which we call as complete detox Kriya. Shankha, as we know, we use it in the puja. It is symbol of Lord Shiva. To make it pure, we just pour water from one end and the water tumbles, taking the spiral route of Shankha and comes out through the other end, isn't it? So similarly, in Shankha Prakshalan, water is drunk through the mouth. It's again lukewarm saline water, and the water takes all the route, goes to every nook and corner of your body, and it comes out through the anus, and that is why it is called Shankha Prakshalan Kriya. Now again, this lukewarm saline water is used for this Kriya. Now when you eat something, it is stored into the stomach for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, but by practicing certain kriyas like Nauli or asan like Mayurasan, that time can be brought down to 15 to 20 minutes. But those novice sadhakas like us who cannot perform Nauli or Mayurasan, for them, some 5 Shankha Prakshalan promoting kriyas are there that can be performed, and a similar desired effect can be achieved. So by practicing, start the practices. Those 5 practices are Kati Vakra Kriya. Mantri sir is performing Kati Vakra Kriya. Then Tada Kriya is there. Mitali madam is doing. Kati Chakra Kriya, Mestri sir is doing. Tiryanka Bhujanga Kriya, you can see here. And Ashish is doing Udara Mardan Kriya. So if you perform these 5 Kriyas, then what happens? What you need to do? First, you need to drink lukewarm saline water, couple of glasses of lukewarm saline water, and then do this Shankha Prakshalan promoting Shuddhi Kriyas. Thereby, the pyloric wall, which is at the end of the stomach, gets opened up, and the water will rush into the intestine, and it will go to the every corner of the intestine, and it will, when it reaches to the large intestine, it will dislodge the fecal matter which is stuck to the inner walls of the intestine, and after 10-15 minutes you will have an urge of attending the nature's call. Initially, you will have a solid or semi-solid purge probably. Then again you have to come out, you have to drink again couple of glasses of lukewarm saline water, and then do the same set of this Shankha Prakshalan. Thank you very much. Shankha Prakshalan promoting Kriyas. So initially solid purge, solid defecation, then the semi-solid liquid purge, then liquid purge, and a time will come after 10 to 12 glasses of water if you take, and means, 2 glasses per at a time. Then after 10 to 15 purges, you will find that there is a crystal clear water-like purge without any kind of color. So that time, it means that, entire cleansing has been achieved, and that can be achieved within, say, 1.5 hours or 2 hours time. And on that day, one has to take little bit care that one should not have a spicy food on that particular day. One can have dal khichdi along with lot of ghee. And Yoga Vidya Niketan conducts, it's a USP of Yoga Vidya Niketan, that at Yoga Bhavan here we take around 35 participants who can do Shankha Prakshalan Kriya at a time. So this is very, very nice Kriya. It gives you complete detox. Now the question must have, arising into your mind that why this lukewarm saline water is to be used in the Kriya. I have told you how to make that lukewarm saline water, but why it is to be used? So for 3 reasons, this lukewarm saline water is used in the Kriya. The first is salt is mild disinfectant, as you know. Then the lukewarm means the heat is having a more cleansing property. Cleansing will be more efficient. And the third and important reason why salt is added to the water, lukewarm water, that it increases the osmotic pressure. The osmotic pressure is nothing but rate of absorption, which decides the rate of absorption of water into the intestine. When that absorption will be less, the water will remain into the digestive canal for longer period, and you will get the desired cleansing. And that is how this Shankha Prakshalan is to be performed. Now the second variety of Shankha Prakshalan is Vayu Shankha Prakshalan or Vatasar Kriya. Now the air is gulped like we have seen in the Vayu Vamana. In the similar manner, air has to be gulped, but unlike in Vayu Vamana, the air that is gulped into the and stored into the stomach, it has to be taken to the intestine by practicing those Shankha Prakshalan promoting Shuddhi Kriyas, and then you have to remove that whatever gulped air through the anus, so that the desired, because of the pressure created on the intestine, you will have you can say not purge, but you will have a lot of defecation, and that desired cleansing and ventilation of the anus region will be achieved by Vayu Shankha Prakshalan Kriya. Then there is another variety of Vayu Shankha Prakshalan which is known as Bahishkrutam Kriya. So Bahishkrutam Kriya, after taking the air to the intestine, it is not immediately removed like Vayu Shankha Prakshalan, but it is stored into the intestine. It is held into the intestine for 1.5 to 2 hours. And it is difficult to hold it there in the intestine. And that can be achieved by practicing Mula Bandha or Ashwa Mudra or Ashwini Mudra. So this is to be maintained, and after 1.5 to 2 hours, it is removed again through the anus muscles. And the fourth Kriya is Agnisar Kriya. I'll call upon my demonstrators of Agnisar Kriya. In Geranda Samhita, it is said that Nabhi Granthi Meru Sthane Shatavarancha Karyat. It means the navel region, Meru Sthan is the spine, should be taken towards the spine hundreds of times. So it is to be done in any of the sitting posture, might be Padmasan or Ardha Padmasan or Swastikasan. And then one need to inhale fully, exhale out completely, like you do it in the Tadagi Mudra, what you have learned, and keeping the breath out, you have to contract the navel region, maintain it for a second, yes, go on, and relax. Again, contract, relax. Contract for a while and relax. So this you can do 3 to 5 times as per your breath holding capacity. This is known as Agnisar Kriya. There is another Kriya which is known as Shushka Gajakarani. Actually, it is in the Riddhauti group if you go through the Shuddhi Kriya tree. But because of the similar technique that is, complementing the technique of Agnisar, I have just, I'm requested my demonstrators to demonstrate it here. Now, the only difference is that in Agnisar, you have to keep the breath out, and keeping the breath out, you are contracting the navel region, taking towards the back and relaxing it. Here you will be doing it by keeping the breath inside. So now inhale fully, maintain the breath inside. There will be more positive pressure, and then contract the navel region, maintain it for a second or two, and then relax it. So this is called Shushka Gajakarani Kriya. The benefits of both the practices are one and the same. They complement each other, and that is why we can say they are complementary Shuddhi Kriyas to each other. They create pressure on the bladder and the intestine, so the excretion is improved, and it stimulates the pancreas and liver. As I have mentioned, that these are the two organs which are very important organs as far as the management of diabetes is concerned. So thank you very much, friends. So these 4 kriyas like Shankha Prakshalan, Vayu Shankha Prakshalan, then Bahishkrutam and Agnisar, they constitute the Antardauti or cleansing of entire alimentary canal. Now, still 2 more variants are remaining and having a single kriya. One is Mula Shodhan or Ganesha Kriya. Now, you may wonder after listening to the demonstration, listening to the description, that why it is named so. In yoga, there is a concept of chakras, you might have heard, or the solar plexus, that is Muladhara Chakra, Swadhisthana Chakra, Manipur Chakra, Anahat, Vishuddha, Ajna Chakra, and Sahasrara Chakra. These are the 7 solar plexus or junctions along the spine, we can say. And Muladhara Chakra, and they are important as far as the spiritual growth is concerned. So out of that, Muladhara Chakra is, we can say, it is situated between the anus and the genitals, that is the perineum. And that is why we say that, the anus region is the moola of our body. Even, and Lord Ganesha is considered to be the Swami of, or controller of this Muladhar Chakra. You might have heard in the Ganpati Atharva Shirsha, Tvam Muladhar Stitosi Nityam, isn't it? So Lord, and that is why this Kriya might have been named as Ganesha Kriya or Mula Shodhana Kriya. Now in this Kriya, one has to sit in the squatting position as you have seen in the Basti Kriya, and then wearing rubber glove over the index finger, or you can use the plastic or ebonite or rubber rod. And after sitting in the squatting position, you have to protrude the anus region, anus sphincter a little, and insert either index finger or rubber or ebonite or plastic rod, and then rotate it clockwise and anti-clockwise direction to have to remove the excess blood congestion around the anus sphincter level. And this is called Mula Shodhan or Ganesha Kriya. This Kriya removes the blood congestion around the anus, and therefore it prevents the problems like piles, fissures, and fistula. Then the last Kriya is called Prakshalan Kriya. In old Hatha Yogic text, if you read, it gives you exaggerated description or description in some figurative manner that yogis remove their Shakti Nadi standing in the stream of river. They wash their Shakti Nadi's intestine. They remove their intestine, they wash it, they rinse it, they dry it, and again place it at the proper place. This is how that it is described. But medically, it is not possible. What we can say logically, it is standing in the stream of water, then just bending down a little, protruding the anus region as much as possible, and then splashing the water from downward to get the desired cleansing. This is called Prakshalan Kriya. So this is how this Dhauti Kriya has vast variation to conclude, I would say that in coming week, all of us, the other YTTC, Vashi YTTC, and the global YTTC participants, you are going under Kriya week. And there you will be learning some of the Kriyas that have been demonstrated over here, like Jalaneti, you will be learning, Rubber Neti, Danda Dauti, and Vaman. These 4 Kriyas we are going to learn in a week. And I'm sure that everyone is going to master these Kriyas soon or the latter. And getting the success into these kriyas, you required 2 tips. And the first 2 keywords are there. One keyword is that, there should not be any force used to achieve that kriya. Whatever you do in the Shuddhi Kriyas should be with the cooperation of the body and mind. Is you can say a doha is there, which our Guruji has modified a bit. What that doha says, सहज भय वो अमृत सम, सायास करे तो पानी. If you can do it with an ease, it's like amruta. Sayas, if you have to make some efforts, then it is like, drinking water. So सहज भय वो अमृत सम, सायास करे तो पानी. कहत कबीर वो रक्त सम, जाके खींचा तानी. If you have to fight with your body and the mind to do the kriyas, then it's like shedding the blood. So first keyword is ease. All the Shuddhi kriyas are to be performed with an ease. And the second keyword for that, the time required for mastering those kriyas that differ from person to person. Some people may get it at the end of the very first day, but some may not get it because every body is different. And if they don't get it in the first attempt, they feel dejected and they find every excuse to not to practice Shuddhi Kriyas. And for them, again, 2 motivational lines I would say. It is said that धीरे धीरे रेमन, धीरे सब कुछ होए. माली सींचे 100 घड़े, माली 100 घड़े पानी क्यों ना सींच ले, ऋतु आए फल होए. It means even if you just pour hundreds of, gardener pours hundreds of liters of water to a plant, it is going to flourish and blossom only when the appropriate season is there. So for that you need a patience. So 2 things you need to remember: ease and patience. If you follow this, I am sure by end of this month, everybody will be performing Shuddhi Kriyas in a very masterly way. Thank you very much. I thank my demonstrators and you too. Although we started half an hour late, it's exactly 11 o'clock. So Yoga Vidya Niketan follows that time schedule. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sinkat sir. I hope you all have understood what all you're going to learn, correct? And without any inhibitions, I saw so much awe and intrigue on your faces. Some were shocked at hearing some examples. No need for any of that. Like sir said, with practice, everything can be learned. So that is what we are going to do. We have come to the end of the demonstrations today. So the next part is ending of the session. We'll do one Omkar. There are some instructions for the other students. Actually, the book counter is open for both. Huh. The book counter is going to be open for some time. Who are interested in buying any book, you can get it here, especially for the other students because you don't visit so much. Jab aaye hain to take advantage of that. Okay. So let's take one Omkar to end this session. Please sit straight, back erect. Online students also. Gently close your eyelids. Let's take a deep inhalation for one Omkar. Om. Very gently open your eyes with so much knowledge that we have gained today. That's the end of the session. Thank you. So I request the students to go to get books also. And there are 2 bananas placed there. Each student can get. Mahim students are going home after the book thing. If you want any books, you can go home after that. Okay. And Vashi students, you are going to attend the next lecture on the 3rd floor.
Global, we are going to have a break. There will be another link that I have shared. You have to log into that for the education psychology lecture. Okay. Thank you. Bye-bye.
वैसे लेके जाएंगे, वैसे ऊपर लेके जाएंगे, ऊपर तक आएंगे मेरे साथ।
हाँ चलिए ना। मुझे ना क्लासेस ज्वाइन करना है, प्रैक्टिस क्लासेस होता है ना इवनिंग का अपना वो, आप वाशी से हो या ग्लोबल से हो, वाशी को ग्रुप में डाला होगा ना लिंक।
ऑनलाइन फ्रेंड्स ऑल्सो मूव फॉर द ब्रेकफास्ट। ऑनलाइन फ्रेंड्स भी ब्रेकफास्ट के लिए मूव करें।
This education psychology
11
is
o'clock.
for
Now it
YNTC,
is
right?
11. After just say after 15 minutes, please join the session for next
No, but
lecture.
is
That
it
is education
for
psychology lecture.
all
हाँ
or
तो मैं
just for
वाशी
the
टीचर्स को बोलती हूँ,
YNTC?
आपको भेज देंगे। यू सेंट मी हाय। अच्छा।
Hello, am I
Hello.
audible?
Hello.
Sir, this education psychology is
Now we are
for
moving to the third
YNTC
floor.
or YTTC? Am I audible to anyone?
I can hear you, but
YTTC, it's
seems
for
like they are not.
YTTC.
I think it
Yeah,
is for
so
YPTC, yeah.
YTTC, not
okay, so
the, we
YNTC
don't
can
have that
leave, right?
subject.
Okay, thank you.
And where do you stay? I stay in Ullupur. Like 40 minutes. So I don't come frequently. I thought you stay out in Maharashtra. No, dear. I am in Vashi. Mita YTTC, हाँ. हाँ यही नंबर है, हाँ. ये तो सिर्फ ग्रुप का लिंक है, आपका पेमेंट लिंक नहीं आया। मैं वो भेज तो मैंने आपको पर्सनल हाई किया है, तो पेमेंट लिंक मैं आपका ये नहीं कैश नहीं, वो उनके अकाउंट में जाना चाहिए डायरेक्ट। तो आप मुझे ना पर्सनली मुझे एक और हाई अभी भेजेंगे। देयर आर सो मेनी स्टूडेंट्स सेंडिंग, मुझे नाम सेम नहीं है तो पता नहीं चलेगा। व्हाट इज योर प्रोफाइल पिक्चर? आपका प्रोफाइल पिक्चर क्या है? दिखेगा तो आपका नंबर क्या है? एंडिंग 9671 9691 मैं करूँ? हाँ आप ढूंढिए जरा, मेरा बैग लेके उनको ऊपर जाना है अभी। सर we have to end this meeting and start the other one, no? हाँ
इसका YNTC का क्या
YNTC can exit and YTTC has to join the other link. So YNTC will continue with this link. YTTC ने leave कर दिया सभी। मैडम वो YouTube बंद करना है ना? Global students please exit and log into the other link for further lecture. Shinde.
प्रेयर घेऊन सुरू करा. पडलं नाही, पडलं असेल, खालचं असेल. प्रेयर घेऊन सुरू करा. अरे कार्पेट टाका. ऑडिबल.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
हॅलो. हॅलो.
Yes, ma'am.
Hello.
Audible.
ऑडिबल ना. थँक्यू. नाव
Let us start this session with one Omkar. Sit comfortably. Shoulders bit back, spine erect, eyes closed. Maximum body parts are relaxed. For one Omkar, have a deep inhalation. Om. Gently open your eyes, be at ease. Self-introduction is a unique concept which we follow in Yoga Vidya Niketan. Those of you who have done YTTC in YVN are well aware about that. Being a teacher, speaking in front of a mob, that training is very important. There are so many qualities of a teacher. And one of the qualities is not to have stage fear. ऐसे तो हम गप्पे बहुत करते हैं, लेकिन एक समूह के सामने बोलना कुछ अलग स्किल होता है. And that needs to be developed by practice. And that's why in Yoga Vidya Niketan, we first keep this self-introduction, because just 1 minute or maximum 1.5 minutes, not more than that. And I have to speak about myself. So it's easier. And then, so far YNTC is concerned, where you have to speak is academically I am talking about. There might be other events. In practical exam, both midterm as well as final exam, we don't have lessons in YNTC, unlike YTTC. But that component is included in the practical exam. You know, every term there are 4 systems. So 4 system practical exam will be on in midterm, and 4 system practical exam will be in final exam. Each system, 2 exam practices will be there. One, you have to demonstrate, you have to do it. And another, you have to instruct. Sometimes performing is easy, but instructing correctly in detail right from the beginning. In practical exam, we just take the name of the practice and then we observe in what initial relaxation state you are, then how slowly, following all the YVN principles of yoga, you follow it and then release it, and coming back to initial relaxation state. All that is observed and accordingly assessed. And similar fashion, whatever you do, same, you have to speak. You have to assume nobody is there. Nobody is there in front of you who is practicing. But you have to imagine not somebody. You have got your mob of students. Just like I am standing here. Imagine that you are standing in front of your students and you are instructing them. So it is so and like. So 4 system, 4 practice instruction. Same will be repeated in final exam. 4 systems, actual demonstrating, doing, and same 4 practices, giving instructions. So both will be assessed. And because it's a quality of a teacher, to speak. And from that point of view also, this training happens. But those who have already done YTTC, they have gone through more vigorous events like 3-minute talk, then 20 minutes, 3 lessons, 20 minutes each. Then you have to conduct practical project workshop, almost 90 minutes. Of course, everybody don't have to speak 90 minutes. We have got distribution there, 3 to 4 members. Again, in the month of May, it's a 1 month period summer course. Again, daily 90 minutes. So this all entire process will, or YTTC, we always say it's Yoga Teachers Training Course. But another full form, we always say it's your total transformation course. So by this entire process, apart from that, debate, discussion, so many events are there. Here it is assumed that you are already trained, you have passed through that process. So only another important reason for self-introduction is that in the same carpet, side by side, we practice for months, and then we don't know who that person or nowadays there is a flat culture, no? You know the difference between chawl culture and the flat culture. In flat culture, if somebody bells and says, ये लोग नहीं है क्या, या वे कौन है, उनका नाम क्या है, something like that, I don't know, धाड़ करके दरवाजा बंद कर दिया. This is flat culture. We don't know who is staying, who is my neighbor, isn't it? And in chawl, always the doors are open, never closed like a flat. And बच्चे खासकर इधर से उधर उधर ही खाना खाने को कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. मेरा घर क्या, बाजू वाला घर क्या, किधर भी खाना खाए, मतलब it was so open. In yoga we say yoga is joining of the Atma with Paramatma, joining individual with the universal, or so many way, or it's a coordination between body and mind. In different words we try to express, what yoga is, and all those expressions are correct. And beyond all these expressions, yoga remains. There are components of yoga which can't be expressed by using words. And whatever components we can express, we try to use the words and express it, and still yoga remains beyond a word. But here, forget about Atma and Paramatma, बहुत दूर की बात हो गई. Actually, the Atma and Atma should know each other. Two individuals practicing yoga on the same carpet, spreading the towel side by side. At the end of the day, we don't know who that person. So that is the idea also behind this. Now, we should not go for more than 1 or 1.5 minutes because time should be distributed. And your self-introduction is to be given with what event that is fixed. Name, your education, or your profession, whatever. If you are doing service, then in what field, with what designation. If you are doing some business, okay, what is that business? Or housewife, okay, housemaker nowadays we say. Student, then say I'm a student of pursuing so and so course. Okay. Then where do you stay? Locality. Just don't give the complete address. आज दोपहर को खाना खाने के लिए नहीं आ रहे हैं हम आपके पास. No need of that detailed address, but at least locality. Oh, it is BRC or Nerul or Panvel, Kalyan. Brief that area. This much. And the yogic background, especially YTTC, because for your course YTTC is the eligibility. So if at all it is Yogi Niketan's YTTC, whether it was 48th or prior, Dadar, Vashi, Global, those options are there. Supposing it is from some other institute, JMM, that is Gantali Mitra Mandal, Santaguru Institute, Kaveldham, and so on. And which year? Very recently, last year only or prior? This much. If at all there is something more to say about your yogic background, you may mention. And hobbies is the last item here, but not necessary that everybody should touch it. Because generally in some form it is written hobbies. Then we see that compulsory I have to write. Gardening, eating, cooking I can understand. Eating, listening to music, okay, fine. But here That is not the case. It is not a mandatory fragment. If really you have cultured something worth mentioning here, then suppose in classical music you have learned and you have developed really, then you may mention so, like the case all classical dance or whatever, in whatever phase, but not just compulsory or just to tell. As such, we all are bathroom singers. We know everybody will learn singer. We all are singer, but there is a difference between when I sing, you enjoy, and when I sing, it's a torture for you. So there is a difference. So we have to mention singing only in case of I am able to give happiness to others and not torturing. So that's what I mean. Means really, if at all you have cultivated your hobbies, you may say. In Yoga Vidyaniketan, we always, even for practices, we explain and demonstrate. And then we ask you to practice. This event also, we will be demonstrating first teachers. And by that time, you will be getting introduced to teachers too. So simultaneously, it will serve both the purpose and then your turn, those who are joining physically here. And some might be absent, we can't help. And in fact, we are planning to do the self-introduction of our global teachers as well as global participants, but somehow I know the technical, something is wrong with projector, we don't know. Anyway, some other day we will try to accommodate, but at least those who are present here physically, we can finish off today. Okay, so I will start with you. Namaste. I am Durgadas Sawant. I stay at Nerul. I had done my MSc in physiology from Goa Medical College, and then both the diplomas, the YTTC, YNTC from Yoga Vidyaniketan. It was 11th YTTC, that is 1987-88. And then directly or indirectly, I have been always remained associated with Yoga Vidyaniketan since the last 37, 38 years. Presently, I am organizer of Vashi Global YTTC, organizer of Vashi Global YNTC, and coordinator for Vashi Global and Mahim YNTC. I have written one book known as Nisargahar, which is published in 4 languages, English, Hindi, Marathi, and Gujarati, and that's going to be a textbook for you, one of the textbook for your course. And I am member of SAC, that is the Syllabus and Accreditation Committee of Indian Yoga Association. Also, I was vice chairman in IYA Maharashtra chapter. Also, I am a member of BIS, that is the Bureau of Indian Standards under the Ayush Ministry. So, I will now request Meena Madam to introduce herself.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I'm audible. My name is Mrs. Meena Matre. I am from Nerul, Navi Mumbai. I am a housewife. I have done my teacher's training course in 38th batch of Yogi Vashi and 16th batch of YNTC. Since I am associated with Yoga Vidyaniketan as a therapy teacher, and I am glad I got the privilege of working in this organization. Thank you and all the best to you. Over to Shanta ma'am.
A very good morning to all of you all. I'm Shanta Kumari Shivraman, and I've done my 39 YTTC and 17 YNTC from this. After that, I completed my MA Yoga Shastra. As far as my educational qualification of this is concerned, I'm a BSc in Statistics, and I'm working for UTI Mutual Fund. And after completing my MA in Yoga Shastra, I've been continuously associated with YVN, especially in YNT course as a teacher. And very warm welcome and all the best to you all. Thank you. Now I request all of you all to come here one by one and introduce yourself and speak something about yourself. Okay? So often start.
Hello. Namaste everyone. My name is Nikita Punjabi and I stay in Chembur. I have completed my yoga teacher training course from Yoga Institute Santa Cruz. It was a 900 hours advanced TTC. And after that, I have also done my teacher training course from Utsav Institute in Ghatkopar. It was a kids special teacher training course. And for education, I've done my BCom from Jain College. And also, yeah, and I've chosen yoga as my career path because it is not only beneficial for my health, but to also help other people become better. And also,
Hello, good morning all.
oh, yeah, sorry.
Hello, good morning all. My name is Manali Bhandwalkar. I am an architect by profession. I am an assistant design manager working in this field of landscape architecture. For those who don't know what landscape architecture is landscape architects build the recreational areas, the open spaces. So this is what I do. I have completed my 48th YTTC from Dadar. I reside in Dadar. I wanted to join the YNTC course because I wanted to enhance my learnings. So that is why I'm here. Thank you.
हॅलो एव्हरीवन. मी भक्ती सागर कदम ठाण्यावरून आली आहे आणि प्रोफेशनली ॲडव्होकेट आहे. आत्ता प्रोफेशनली फुल टाईम हाऊसवाईफ, फुल टाईम मम्मा, 2 छोटी मुलं आहेत मला. आणि आता नॅचरोपॅथीबद्दल अजून जाणून घ्यायचं होतं म्हणून मी नॅचरोपॅथीचा कोर्स लावला आणि मी 42nd YTTC आहे. YTTC केली तेव्हा पापा की परी होती. आता सगळं मॅनेज करून YNTC करायला आली आहे. ओके, थँक्यू.
Namaste, respected teachers and my dear friend. My name is Lalita Chauhan. I completed my YTTC course from Vashi, Yog Vidya Niketan, and I really enjoyed that journey. Academically, I hold master's degree in commerce from University of Mumbai, and I am blessed with my family, very supporting and loving family. My husband and 2 children, they always support me. Even sometimes they tease me, but I love to argue and show them my demonstration and everything. And professionally, as a researchist, I work in ICT college. And now I enrolled in YNTC course. I hope we all enjoy this journey together. Thank you.
Namaste. Good morning, teachers and friends. Myself, Babita Kotian. I have done YTTC 48th YTTC from Yog Vidya Niketan, and I love the journey so much that I have enrolled myself for YNTC. I have enrolled my son also for YTTC. So this journey is a total transformation, and I love to explore more. So I have joined YNTC also. Thank you so much.
Myself, Pratibha Sandesh Kumar Shetty. I'm housewife. I completed diploma in electronics telecommunication and also economics bachelorate. I have recently completed 48 YTTC, and I wish to always connected with Yoga Vidya Niketan. Thank you.
आवाज आएगी इससे ये पकड़ना हेलो हेलो गुड मॉर्निंग आवाज आ रही है हेलो माय नेम इज सुभाष कटियाल आई डिड माय पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन इन पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन and after that I did postgraduate diploma in industrial relation and personal management from Bharati Vidya Bhavan in the year 1987. And after 10 years again, I did postgraduate diploma in industrial relation and personal management from National Labor Laws Association with first division. And I also completed 4 semesters of MBA from Fourth School of Management, New Delhi. I did not complete it, okay. And after that, I did YTTC 48, I'm coming to you. And I retired as a senior labor welfare officer from Mother Dairy after serving 35 years. And now I'm 79 years of age.
Namaskar to teachers and my dear friends. My name is Prashant Ammadekar. I am engineer by profession. I have done my PhD in mechanical engineering from Mumbai University, and I have done YTTC 48 batch from this Vashi Institute. In fact, I was a global student, but almost all the lectures I have attended physically. There are a few other my batchmates did the same. I have joined 29th YNTC to have more knowledge about yoga. I also run a YouTube channel and I have also published 11 to 12 books on technical subjects only, not as Sir has published on yoga. I am too small to be till that. But anyway, I have published some books and happy to be here. I have fluctuated from global to Vashi, and then finally I have come to Vashi as 29th YNTC student. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, all of you. My name is Abhishek Borana. By education, I am an engineer, a master's in engineering in electronics, and by profession, I am working as a scientist in BRC. And I recently finished the YTTC course, and I will say that YTTC was a transformation from me, specifically in terms of the three good balancing. फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे वो कार होती है ना जिसमें ब्रेक नहीं होता है सो मेरा मेरा मन वैसा था माई माइंड वॉज लाइक दैट रुकता नहीं था हाई राचेस सो YTTC and YVN gave me a good platform to understand what the things are. तो पहले कुछ भी नहीं पता था from zero to I learned lot of the things. I try to understand the things. I try to understand the concepts mainly. Then I found that okay, break जो भी है वो ठीक हो सकता है. At least we can try, we can understand the things, and I feel that I have like changed myself to some extent, and I will continue learning. Thank you.
नमस्कार सभी को आवाज आ रही है ना मेरी मेरा नाम अमृत चांबरिया है। मैंने 48 YTTC टीचर ट्रेनिंग कोर्स यहाँ से किया हुआ है और मैं बीकॉम ग्रेजुएट हूँ और मैं बॉस हूँ मेरे घर की। मैं होम मेकर हूँ। थैंक यू।
नमस्ते सभी को, मेरे गुरुजनों को भी। मेरा नाम नीरू भट्ट है। मैंने 42 YTTC यहाँ से कंप्लीट किया था। फर्दर जब हम YTTC करते थे तो हमको ये लगता था कि चित्त क्या है, क्लेश क्या है, तो सर बोलते थे आपको ज़्यादा पढ़ना है तो सोमैया जाइए, ज़्यादा पढ़ना है तो सोमैया जाइए। तो हम सोमैया जाके आई हूँ। मैंने वहाँ से बैचलर किया, फिर मास्टर किया, लेकिन अभी फिर से मैंने सोचा मैं YNTC कंप्लीट करती हूँ, तो मैं यहाँ पे आके मैंने एडमिशन लिया है। मेरा एक छोटा सा स्टूडियो सेटअप किया है, योग दर्शन फाउंडेशन, जिसमें मैं 5 डेज योगा टीचिंग कराती हूँ और 2 डेज मैंने यहाँ भी जी कर लिया। थैंक यू।
नमस्ते. माझं नाव मनीषा सतीश पोखरकर. मी 48 YTTC कंप्लीट केलंय. YTTC कंप्लीट करेपर्यंत मी हाऊसवाईफ म्हणायची स्वतःला, पण आता मी एक योगा टीचर म्हणते, कारण क्लासेस पण घेते मी. आणि YTTC कंप्लीट करताना ठरवलंच होतं की नॅचरोपॅथी करायचं, ते पण वाशीलाच करायचं. त्यामुळे मग 26 YTTCला मी यावर्षी इथे आहे तुमच्या सगळ्यांसोबत. होपफुली आपली जर्नी खूप छान असेल. थँक्यू.
नमस्कार, माझा आवाज येतोय? माय नेम इज ज्योति सूर्यवंशी. My educational qualification is postgraduate from arts, and now basically I am a homemaker, but now I am a yoga teacher. As I completed my YTTC last year, and this year I have in YNTC. काही कारणामुळे योगशी संबंध आला आणि मला ते आवडू लागलं, त्यामुळे ॲज अ करिअर म्हणून मी ह्याला चूज केलंय. तर होप सो की माझ्या करिअरला चांगली दिशा मिळू दे. थँक्यू.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Lalita Pratapra Bhosle. I stay at Borivali. I'm chartered accountant by profession, and I'm working with Cooperative Bank as a manager. I did my YTTC 48th course from Dadar last year, 24-25. Happy to see you and hope we will enjoy together. Thank you.
Am I audible? First of all, really thankful to the sir for providing this stage. Actually, standing on the stage as a student on the behalf, like just like a teacher, is really grateful for me. I did. My name is Samit Yadav. I am currently pursuing my BSc honors in data science and AI from Ram Niranjan Junior Honor College near Ghatkopar. I stay at Vikroli, and I did my 48 YTTC from Dadar. Then after doing YTTC, I personally found very much change in myself from the person which was in the past, from the introvert to ambivert, and today speaking in front of you all. So that's really the great journey for me. And through the changes that makes a difference, changes that makes a drive, changes that drive us to move ahead. All these changes make me realize that I should do YNTC and move ahead to look at what is it. Thank you.
Yeah, online teachers, please introduce yourself first, whoever teachers are present now, and then you ask the participants one by one.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. My name is Kiran Joshi, and I did my 45th YTTC from YNTC. Sorry, from Yoga Vidya Niketan, and I did my 24th YNTC. And after that, I immediately joined YNTC as a teacher. So the journey was very beautiful journey for me. I joined YVN during COVID, so it was a blessing for me. Sorry, actually, I got a call from Shanta. Okay, so I joined YVN during COVID, so it was a blessing to start my yoga journey, and now I'm working as a yoga teacher in one of the very reputed school of Mira Road. So I hope you all will enjoy this journey, and this is YNTC is one step further of your YTTC, and you are going to learn so many things in YNTC. So I welcome you all with folded hands, and I hope you will enjoy this journey. Thank you.
Requesting host to please spotlight the speaker.
Okay.
Speaker is
So
not
I will,
spotlighted. Yeah.
yeah, I will spotlight one by one. So those who will be spotlighted, kindly introduce yourself, right? Yeah, Umesh ji, please introduce yourself.
Yeah. So hello everyone. I am Umesh Kumar. I'm engineer by education, marketeer by profession, and a yoga teacher by 48 YTTC YVN. And as a hobby, I have kind of developed the habit of singing reverse songs. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Anuja ji, please introduce
Hello.
yourself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Anuja Kulkarni. I'm a textile consultant by profession, and I'm currently pursuing a doctorate from Mumbai University in textile field. I've done my 48 YTTC, and very happy to join YNTC. Thank you.
Banu ma'am.
Hi. Hello everyone. Good morning teachers and my dear friends. My name is Bhanu Satwisha. Most of you know that I completed my 48 ITTC in YVN only. And thank you, Seven sir, for giving this opportunity. My education, I completed my BHMS in Andhra. I stay in Andhra. Thank you everyone.
Thank you. Deepti ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Dipti Kadam. I have done my BE construction as my educational qualification, but past 2-3 years back, I would have called me a housewife because in spite of being a engineer, just for my family reasons, I was completely a homemaker. But I did my 47th YTTC last year, and since then I'm practicing as a yoga teacher. Last year because of some reasons I was not able to do YNTC, but this year I have joined YTTC so that I'll be completing it with all of you. Thank you.
गुड आफ्टरनून एवरीवन, मैं कोमल बत्रा हूँ। 48 YTTC ये योग विद्या निकेतन से किया है, और बाय मेरा एजुकेशन बैकग्राउंड, मैंने एमकॉम किया है यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ मुंबई से। योगा मैंने बाय हॉबी ज्वाइन किया था, मगर योग विद्यालय के अंदर में आके वो मेरा पैशन बन गया है, इसीलिए आगे YNTC भी ज्वाइन किया है। थैंक यू।
Thank you. Lata ma'am, I'm spotlighting you.
Hello everyone, good morning teachers and my friends. My name is Lata Bhaskar Dere. मैंने 48 YTTC कंप्लीट किया है लास्ट ईयर। मैंने ऑफलाइन किया था, मुझे ऑफलाइन भी ज्वाइन किया करना था, लेकिन सम रीजन मुझे मेरे लड़की के पास नेक्स्ट मंथ कनाडा जाने का है, तो इसके लिए मैंने ग्लोबल ज्वाइन किया है। मैं रिटायर्ड बैंकर हूँ। मैंने सारस्वत बैंक में 32 इयर्स सर्विस किया है और एज अ चीफ मैनेजर मैं रिटायर्ड हो गई हूँ। मतलब मैंने वॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट लिया है 4 साल पहले, और मुझे योगा इज माय पैशन। एंड मुझे लगता है सावंत सर और अपना जो YVN के सिवा मेरा पैशन कहाँ कंप्लीट नहीं हो सकता है, इसके लिए मैंने YNTC also I have joined, and thank you सावंत sir and all the teachers. Thank you friends.
Komal ma'am.
Namaste everyone. My name is Kumal Suryavanshi. Recently, I have completed a 48 YTTC, and Yog Vidya Niketan is my second home. Unfortunate, I attend this session online, and as a yoga seeker, I joined YNTC, and I wish this journey will further go ahead, and will keep in touch with the Yog Vidya Niketan. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica Khare. By profession, I'm a product manager working with Cisco. I have always been very curious in knowing more about naturopathy, and the moment I got to know about YNTC, I wanted to enroll. But then I came to know about the prerequisite that we have to go through YTTC. So I have completed my YTTC last year, and I think it was a very wonderful journey. And the foundation, I think everyone must go through, and happy to be a part of this group. Thank you so much.
Okay. Namaste everyone. Namaste my Gurujan, my teachers and my friends. I'm Preeti Jaju from Delhi, and I'm a mother of 2 grown-up kids who are busy in their own jobs and higher studies right now. And yoga and naturopathy has been my first love after dance. So I'm into classical dance also, Kathak dancer I am, and I have done my yoga TTC into 2023. After that, this year I started with training some sadhaks. So I'm basically teaching in yoga also. So this YNTC was my dream course, being thinking about it since last year, and I was searching for a beautiful junction where I can start this beautiful journey. And fortunately, I got this opportunity to join with Yoga Vidya Niketan, and that's a different amazing story. How did I come to know about it? I am also joined with associated with Gita Parivar. I don't know whether you have heard about it or not. That is, I'm a Gita Sevi too. So one of my sadhak had done YNTC from Yoga Vidya Niketan, and during the course of my training with them, I was the trainer. I'm the trainer over there. I came to know about this institute, and there was no stopping after that. I connected with her, and I got to know about YNTC, YVN, and I'm happy to be here and very excited about this new course, being yoga being the passion of my life, and naturopathy is the added bonus with it. So thank you so much, YVN, for having me here. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Rakesh Patil. I'm a banker by profession. I've done my master's in HR with minors in marketing. I work for SBI, and I am presently with Yono Operations. It's a mobile banking app. I'm an ex-serviceman. I completed my 48 YTTC, and it happened to me accidentally. And I just don't want to stop this journey of yoga. And that is one of the reasons I'm doing this course YNTC. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello.
Wait, I am not able to spotlight this. There's some problem with my net now. Shanta ma'am, are you there? Shanta ma'am, am I audible?
Yeah, Kiran, what happened?
Ma'am, I'm not able to spotlight others. Rekha ji is on spotlight.
Because her screen is off, ma'am. That's why it's not being spotlighted.
No, I can see her video on and speaker also. Okay, I'll
Yeah,
check.
I can. My video is on.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll spotlight someone else. Okay. Till that time.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dipti Patre, and I live in Stamford, Connecticut, United States. For my education, I've completed my master's in commerce and accounting and finance. I have also studied CA, so I've completed my CA inter. For more education, it's Masters of Science in Forensic Accounting, and also I've completed my master's in Computer Information Systems with Cybersecurity. Currently, I work as business transformation analyst with Daniels Healthcare in the United States, and I often travel to US and Canada for my projects. So I hope with the with this work culture, I will be able to complete this course. But coming to my yoga journey, so my yoga journey began in 2002, inspired by my parents' dedication to where they founded Yog Sadhana Kendra in Khanda Colony, New Panvel. What started as a curious teenager first step soon became a lifelong path of learning, teaching, and transformation. So I completed my YTTC in 2015-16, that is 39th YTTC from Vashi branch. Further, I really wanted to do this YNTC, so I'm really happy to be here. But I had to move to US for my further education. So from managing our family institute to founding Viva the Yoga Club in the Webster University of United States, for which I was honored with Dean of Student Service Award and Making a Difference Award by the university. Yoga has helped me to stay rooted while growing globally. I have been fortunate enough to teach across the schools, corporates, NGOs, and now with YVN's global platform. So yes, I teach with YVN in batch 204. So it's a 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. global batch I teach with my fellow friends. Also, each session is a reminder of the joy in sharing the ancient wisdom. Yoga isn't just something I do, it's part of who I am, and hence I'm here to complete my education and also to get more understanding of naturopathy and natural living. And I'm glad to meet everyone. Thank you.
Yes, Shivam. Shivam, please speak. You are on spotlight.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Namaste. Jai Shri Ram. My name is Yashu Sharma. So I am pass out student of 48 YTTC. Most of the friends I am already aware of. जितने भी friends colleagues ने अभी introduction दिया उन्हें मैं पहले से ही जानती हूँ काफी लोगों को. And one of my colleagues said, Komal, I think so, कि YVN is our second home. मेरा फर्स्ट होम हो गया है, घर वाले मुझे जानते ही नहीं है अभी. So YVN is my first home now. So as a profession, I am a banker. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. Yogita ji.
Yeah. Namaste, teachers and friends. I'm Yogita Daya. I was from the 48th YTTC batch. And by education, I have been a pathologist, microbiologist, but currently I'm a homemaker and now a yoga teacher. So, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Those who have switched off their cameras are not able to spotlight them. So Darshita ji, Darshita Lohar ji, Darshita Dinesh, and I don't know. If you'll switch on your cameras, I can spotlight you. उमेश जी का हो गया आई थिंक रेखा जी आपको मैं स्पॉटलाइट नहीं कर पा रही हूँ आई डोंट नो व्हाई
Should I? I'll just join again, otherwise I'll quit
yeah
and join again after that. Okay.
yeah some problem with your network I guess
हेलो हेलो किरण
yes
जी
ma'am
आप खुद को इंट्रोड्यूस कीजिए एज ए टीचर
I'm already done Shanta ma'am
हाँ
I'm already done
ओके
अच्छा
ओके ओके
when
I started with myself only
ओके थैंक
no no we have got our physical friends also no do it formally today
यस अच्छा डू इट वन मोर टाइम बिकॉज फिजिकल पीपल
yeah,
couldn't hear
physical
you
friends.
ma'am one of the students is left should I spotlight her because there is some problem there was some problem with her network
spotlight one minute
You are already spotlighted, so let her complete. Finish. Tell
you
her.
completed
I came back. Yeah. Am I visible now? Looks
yeah
like.
yes ma'am
Yeah. Namaskar, everyone. I'm Rekha Ubale. I completed my 48 YTPC, and I have done masters in electronics and then computers, and I have been IT professional for more than 25 years. Worked with MNCs and also guided startups in their business strategy. And but now I'm last year when I did YTTC, I realized that true journey has now started. Like development has really started now because I attended many sessions, development sessions, executive trainings, been in corporate life, but the inner journey or the true learning has started. And so now there is no looking back for me. And so I've taken sannyas from the IT world now and totally focused on my yoga journey and my farm. So most of the time I am in Roha where my farm is and my other hobbies like classical dancing. Thank you very much. Feel very happy and fortunate to be part of YVN family. Thank you.
thank you Darshita Lohar ma'am you're not done na Darshita ma'am you're on spotlight
Yeah, okay. Hi everyone, good morning. I'm Darshita Lohar. I stay in Sian and I'm working as a deputy manager into HRD into a private company. I have done my 48 YTTC from YVN and looking forward for YNTC. I was more keen to do this naturopathy course from last, I think, 5 to 6 years, but there was no time. In my family, I have a 14 years old daughter. She's studying, and my husband and myself. We are three members in our family. That's it. Thank you.
thank you ma'am Shanta ma'am all done those who have switched on their cameras
किरण जी अभी आपका वापस से कर दीजिए बिकॉज पीपल आर नॉट हर्ड यू ओवर हियर
okay fine so good afternoon everyone my name is Kiran Joshi am I audible
See you,
ma'am
madam. Yeah, but we can't see you.
oh not spotlighted should I spotlight myself
Yes.
okay sorry now done
yeah done start
okay. Good afternoon everyone my name is Kiran Joshi I did my 45th YTTC and 24th YNTC from YVN I joined YVN during COVID so I feel that I'm the blessed one because during that time it was something I was more into Zumba and dance practices but during COVID we didn't had anything to practice and everything so that time I joined YVN and the techniques they used to they teach so when I started my classes outside after my YTTC, those people started asking me, from where are you doing? Because the minute details you tells us, and so I'm really blessed that I somehow came to know about YVN and I started practicing yoga, which मैं पहले शायद उतना keen नहीं थी योगा करने में, but it was a blessing for me. And now I am working as a yoga teacher because I feel that अभी younger generations को ये सिखाना बहुत जरूरी है, because I see students in school that they are so hyperactive and they don't want to sit at one place. And so as a yoga teacher we should impart this knowledge to small kids rather than अभी बड़े लोग को थोड़ा सा मेच्योर होते हैं, बट स्टूडेंट्स को बहुत जरूरी है. सो आई स्टार्टेड, मैं एक्चुअल में एक टीचर ही हूँ. आई डिड माय MA BEd फ्रॉम दिल्ली यूनिवर्सिटी, but my teaching subject were different earlier, but now I have I have changed my field as a yoga teacher rather than the other teacher. So that's all. And I'm staying in Mira Road, and I've joined one of the reputed school in Mira Road as a yoga teacher, and planning to introduce yoga in secondary standards also, because CIC, they have started a curriculum in 9th and 10th as a yoga also. So we are planning to work on that to introduce yoga as a separate optional subject in school, like computer science and art. So we are working on that. So thank you so much. That's all about me. Thank you. And I hope you all will enjoy this YNTC journey. So I welcome you all with the folded hands. Welcome to this journey. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiranji. I hope all present are over, no?
Yes, sir.
So let us conclude with one Omkar today. Sit comfortably. Eyes closed. Shoulders split back. Spine erect. Breathe in fully. Gently open the eyes. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm ending the session.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.